Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Do what you tell
Fuck
me.
you, I
Seamus
won't
Rage
do
back
what
to
you
the
tell me.
zone.
Alex, you wanna know the
Hello,
worst
ladies
part?
and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mehcast Debates, the Waifu Wars.
We're back.
to the
Dinosaur
Dinosaur
story.
Zone.
And
We're
by the way,
back,
Alex, you want to
boy.
know the worst part about what I said earlier regarding Kadama?
And I'm better than
Yeah.
In
ever.
English, he has one of the lowest registered voices in the dub,
Oh, that sounds kind of like me then.
courtesy of Don Bergmeyer,
Bah.
aka Ten Shinhan.
Awesome. Well, I guess we need to keep our show on the road. Today we're starting with Dragon
Android
Ball.
18.
Android 18, aka Lazuli.
Lazala. Okay,
Which,
I'll
which
do my.
by the
I'll
way,
do the.
I
I'll,
have actually. Which, by the way, I actually did meet Meredith McCoy at UltraCon
Last time on
this year.
Dragon Ball Z, Lazuli was banging the fuck out of Krillin in Kame House.
okay. Before we get to fan fiction-esque things about like what's going on here, so
Who
I'm gonna.
joined?
I'll do.
here.
I'll do all these.
Balls of steel.
I'll do all the. I'll do all the explaining of the Dragon Ball characters. I know them quite well because, of course, like I grew up with them. Most people did, but I'll keep it concise and brief because we all know these characters. But for some who don't,
Currently waiting for my
you
laptop to
can
warm
do
back
that.
up so that I don't
And
accidentally show
also,
nipple on
those in
screen
the
like some
those
people I
in-
could mention, Jarrett.
those in the live
I'm
stream chat in the
sorry.
Discord, you're free to post images
Fuck
of
you,
the
I
character in
regret
question.
nothing.
Why is Android 18 wearing Uggs?
See, Jarrett's
Be-
already there. I was gonna ask for that, and he's already had that. So okay.
He had that shit on standby. What the fuck?
Damn.
Yep. All right. So Android 18, as you probably know, she was the one who, along with Android 17, her brother, was able to completely eradicate the future timeline
Nope, not
in
that one.
Trunks' story,
Areola.
and led to the death of Gohan. So Trunks decided to go back to the past, like all Samurai Jack this shit, to try and change
You
the
mean the
future.
good Gohan that we didn't get?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the
the
good
one who
Gohan that we
the one
didn't
without
get.
the fat hand.
Gohan.
Yes. All right. So he screwed up because all he got instead was a wrinkly old man and some freaking like clown, essentially. And then later on, the real life story is the editor said these can't be the main villains, so let's introduce a new one. So they introduced Android 17, 18, and they also introduced Android 16 as well. But two of those aren't
Hello,
important.
I am Android 16.
Android
I am
18.
hilarious, and you will birds, Goku.
The point the point is Android 18 was probably the emotional linchpin of the android's humanity in the Android saga of Dragon
Yes,
Ball because
by
she
which
showed
we
like
hang on, by which we mean that Krillin was so fucking horny for her, he destroyed the thing that would have killed them, and thereby would have saved the world from Cell.
In fairness, Android 18 started. She kissed him on the cheek after like she broke Vegeta's arm, thinking he was cute. So
Hey,
she started that psychological part in the first place.
Hey,
so
she broke Vegeta's arm and she kissed
standards
Krillin.
are bullshit anyway.
And she kissed Krillin and based.
So the point being
society
is
standards are bullshit.
After the events of the Android saga, because the Androids didn't really play too much of a role after they got like freaking absorbed into Cell for the majority, the second last third
Which
of
may or may
Dragon
not
Ball.
have inspired new variants of Vor.
Okay, moving past that, we actually got to see more of a character in the Boo saga and beyond, and holy smoke, she is like a take no nonsense woman. She is like, we all know that she puts money above all else, but she's a big family based woman who puts like her husband.
She's a trad wife. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, and
she also,
may be.
she also jobbed out to Mr. Satan.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's also she's a very she appreciates, she also loves like 17 as well, despite his new career path. She respects her family there, but she's like
ranger.
She's a very like stern-esque character in a sense, much like her android self, but she's a human now at this point. Or because
no, she's still an android.
No,
all right.
So
technically she's a cyborg.
Was not able.
Yeah, technically,
she is a cyborg, but the English dub translated it to androids.
I'll start this whole like discussion here by putting because for those of you who don't know, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different tiers of characters we put into. We have from the lowest to top, I'd rather not die. That's either the characters we despise an internally amount or that are underage that people wanted to put in here for some reason.
Run to the hills.
Next is Run to the Hills is the characters who we
Wait,
would
if
not
they're under-
even dare glance at. The friend zone is someone we would make friends with, but nothing else. We would not go
Can't
beyond
use
it.
that one.
I wouldn't say no is literally someone you swipe right on Twitter or on that dating app that
Tinder.
That's it. Yeah, it's like for one time and then nothing else. 6 out of 10 is like a character that you would be like willing to like, look in the eye and like have a talk with there, but it's nothing like magical or what have you. Second date material is, standard you'd expect. I would go on a second date with this woman if I could because I like them that much. Hello, nurse is essentially hot damn third date material and beyond if possible.
And wait,
Not sure if it could
mind
be
if I
marriage
introduce
potential.
the,
I'm not sure yet.
mind if I introduce the last category?
And last but certainly not least is devastation through fornication, or as Kevin likes to put it, yes. Yep. Whichever one you want to put it at, that is the top end. You don't need to describe what that is. That could be whatever you want: marriage, devastation through fornication, death by snooze, whatever you want to call it. It's the top end be all. So I'm going to cause a little bit of controversy because I'll start with
I think
I'll start with Dragon Ball there, and we can work our way through each
hold on.
person per list there.
Oh, and 18 theoretically could kill you through death by snoo due to the fact that she has quote unquote limitless stamina. However, the one time that has ever been tested was against Krillin.
The fact of the matter is, you are an android.
Hold
I
up,
am
guys,
a man.
guys. I think Tarvok wants to say something. He tried to speak up.
Sure, go ahead, Tarvok.
Renamon in the highest tier is so funny to me because in the German dub, they are.
I pointed this out last
male.
time we did this. Because Renamon in the German dub is voiced by a man, a very manly man.
Yeah,
Manly man.
and the character is also pretty explicitly male, or identifies as male, you would say.
Yeah,
To
and
me,
even
like
though,
to me,
yeah,
like
even the dub says
Renamon-
that Renamon is Renamon and all Digimon are genderless by
So-
No, I don't. That's
in-
Cap, though.
in-
That's
Are you saying
Cap.
they're
German-
non-binary?
Hang on. So
yeah,
in-
no,
in-
like yeah.
you're
to
saying
me, like
hang on, you're saying that in German Renamon is a twink.
Yes.
apparently,
Why is
Yeah,
is 18 in Raven's getup?
And
Yeah,
she's
like,
in
to-
Morrigan's
to-
get up. Hell
yeah.
yeah.
To me,
Oh
Renamon's
my
tamer was the
God.
voice
And the
of
bunny
Neptune,
girl
so I'm gonna
outfit,
I'm gonna
and
give
Tubi's
Renamon
outfit.
a lot of flack there. But let's not
And
get
another bunny
distracted by
girl
biases.
outfit.
Anyway,
We're
We're back to
to
Dragon.
18.
We're back to Dragon Ball. I'm gonna be very controversial. I was
What
not a big
else
fan
is
of
new?
18, and I'm still not.
What?
Yep. I don't like her
Seamus
design.
being controversial.
Cap.
That
nothing
haircut,
new.
that haircut is not it, Chief. That like wig is not doing anything for me.
That's her real
And
hair. She
while
just
she-
literally can't grow it back.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean, though. I'm not a big fan of like her aesthetic, like at all. And
Her
Why?
also
literal
like
aesthetic?
her like tough as nails attitude is a bit terrifying at points, and the fact that she sometimes cares a
Don't
lot about
mind.
finances is a bit of an issue. Though I will say that she is absurdly loyal to
she's
her family
realistic.
and everything. So I'm going to be
That's
fair
a
about this.
robot you're talking about. You're
She
listening
has-
to not the word.
And this is not. I should mention before you ask. No, this is not a sabotaging attempt for me to have Android 18 put below Batomi. Shut up. That is not the point of this.
It is.
Except
So
it
this
totally
is
is.
You're still salty about it.
This has
It's been like
nothing.
what,
This
7
has
streams
nothing-
and you're
This
still
has
salty?
nothing to do with that. First and foremost, okay. Let me just get that one thing clear for
God
both
dang.
androids in this tier list. Let me make that clear. I was never a fan of 18 before this. Regardless, I was more into like other characters there. 6 out of 10 for me for Android 18. Controversial, I know, but yeah, controversial.
Ooh, this man.
All right, okay. I guess we'll go down the list here. So, Alex, what do you think of Lazel or Android 18?
Okay, so I'm not exactly her type. I have hair and I'm taller than about 4 feet. But assuming that we
Keep in mind, she will remain young. She will remain young forever due to the fact that she's part a robot and she still has all of her naughty bit. It's in the ability to
doesn't
reproduce.
We
Well,
said
that
they
doesn't
made it
explain
from the-
how GT she looks like way older.
Oh, she legitimately.
No, she only
GT.
changed her hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's about it.
I was
She
also
only
gonna say
that's
that's GT.
GT,
GT is
Seamus.
weird with.
This we're
other stuff.
specifically focusing on Z and Super here first and
So,
foremost.
anyways,
The thing about her
so
hair, though, again, it's literally real hair. It's
Jesus.
just she can't grow it back because she's a robot. She's
So here's-
she's cyborg.
so here's the deal.
Yeah.
Default outfit, fucking great. You got the jacket, you got the tights, you got the giant knockers. Personality wise, she's loyal. She'll fucking and she can outfight anybody. And should be a great training partner. Infinite engine, and means that she's, she can easily keep up.
Damn,
Oh, hi Sonic. We're doing Android 18 right now.
Dragon Ball.
Giggity.
We
Still
just
talking about
started.
Dragon Ball.
Seamus-
we literally
Seamus
just
wanted
started the
to-
stream too.
Jameis wanted to rig things in his favor.
I have not. I specifically
Hang on,
said I
hang
didn't.
on. It's my turn.
Get off his nuts already.
It's
I
my
don't
turn,
think I need to
guys.
know the-
It's my turn, guys. Anyway, so Android 18, smoking hot, absolute fucking and like absolute beast and gem of a woman, and no pun intended. Especially after all the shit went down in the Cell game. So assuming that like you get reincarnated in another world as Krillin, but taller with with hair. Safety first, do not fist android girls. Yes, I agree, but that's why we have X-rays.
Yeah, and Krillin's also a grower down south.
Yeah, so
Okay, all right.
Thank
Fair
you.
enough.
But where?
okay, so
Well, no. Well, again,
terms of-
I'll say this again for those of you who don't know. We don't base this like specifically on like where someone mentions it here. We base off an average, based off what everyone has said in total. But they're free to say where they'd put them regardless.
So
Please continue, Alex, sorry.
here's what I do. I like her. I like to put her right below Power Girl and Giggity. But seriously, yeah,
What?
in terms of like short-haired, big-tittied, strong
Oh.
girls, I'm putting
Yes,
her
Sonic.
below Power Girl because Power Girl has a little bit more musculature.
Power.
I mean, sure.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
All right,
I think-
Subby, you're up next.
Alex, you're muted. I think he's trying to speak.
Oh,
Please-
okay.
please-
Sonic's
there you
giving me hello nurse for
Hang on,
Android
I'm not
18. Thank you,
muted.
Sonic.
go. Oh, there you go.
What do
No,
you
you're
mean
still
I'm
fine,
what do you
Alex.
mean I'm muted? I was fucking I got done talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
you're
looks like-
done. Yeah, no, you mentioned your DTF. Don't worry.
All right, Subby, you're
I-
up next.
Was I just not coming through when I explained that I
Nope,
put her below
no,
Power
no,
Girl?
you're coming through.
No, you are.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
you
fine.
were.
Okay,
I
good.
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
Subby, go ahead.
I grew up with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and shit like that, and when I first saw Android 18, I was like, damn, that bitch is fucking vicious. She did my boy Vegeta dirty. I can understand why people think that she's a high McToddy, but for me, especially because of like how many women are in Dragon Ball Z, she just doesn't like hit the peak. I mean, she would be somewhere, I guess on second date material or something like that, but she's not having like the peak Akira Toriyama design. That goes to my wife right here. But anywho, that's I'll put her in that rank.
Oh, you're a
Okay.
Dragon
Thank
Quest
you. At least
fan.
someone else
That's
agrees with me
Dragon
about
Quest.
like
It's
he's
Blue
not the best.
Dragon, fucker.
You gotta
Blue
love Blue
Dragon,
Dragon.
baby.
No,
Blue
yeah,
Dragon.
Blue
It might as well be another
Dragon.
Dragon Quest game, ho.
Dude, Blue Dragon was a really good fucking series, and it's
Yeah.
it's a goddamn shame they never like followed up on it. Like, what the
I
fuck?
have
Two
it.
games and nothing
Yeah,
else.
I have
Yeah,
it
Zola,
right
Zola,
here.
Zola should have been on the
The-
tier list. What the fuck, Seamus?
I'm
mag-
sorry. I'm not base enough to put Blue Dragon, and I'm sorry.
The magnetic
Oh,
ferret
on the-
says Raftalia is best waifu.
Ooh.
We might
Who?
from
Raccoon Girl
from
from
Rising of the
Shield
Shield Hero.
Yeah. What
Oh,
you
we
doing
didn't
here,
actually
man?
put any characters from Rising of Shield Hero Gizmo.
Oh,
Oh shit.
shit.
We're gonna get... Same
What
is
the
true with
hell is
SAO
that?
and also Log Horizon. We didn't put any of the like
Well,
isekais in.
anyway,
Let me add them to the list.
Even
Anyway,
Konosuba we didn't put
Subby-
in there, I don't think.
Subby. So,
Hmm.
He's
oh,
made his case. It's all, the
Okay,
floor is
see,
yours, Kevin.
okay. All right, I think I know where this is going, so why don't we just skip right to the end? And I would put her right below Orihime.
Damn, he is still horny for Orihime.
Oh, I'm
He just
sorry.
loves
You're an
he just
Orihime
loves
sorry.
his
fan.
orange hair waifu.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like wholesome women who are also well written in character. Or do
Oh, like
excuse me.
The magnetic
Android 18
ferret
is
says
anything but
Ram is
wholesome.
second best waifu. Rem is close third.
Oh my god, we completely forgot to put in ReZero too. Oh, Gizmo, we fucked up hard for
Anyway,
Isekai fans.
anyway,
Anyways.
Oh my
RGS,
god.
you are up next.
Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna make sure number one, which one
There
comes
you go.
clear.
All right, you're
More
good.
number one came through more clear. RGS.
Okay. So I'll stick with number one right here. Right. So Android 18. I like the character. I like her. I like her. I like her her outlook on things. Steal money. Steal things you like. Don't worry about the fighting part. Fighting part's never usually important. I
Eh,
respect that. I'm also pretty sure. So I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I just unfortunately have a healthy set of hair. She's a pretty
Well,
cool
so does
character. I
Krillin.
like
He
her.
just shaves.
Well,
You
not
know
well
what?
up
True.
until he met Android 18.
Oh, but that's the thing. He shaved because he was a monk, but like,
Yeah.
that's never here then.
Monk it
Was.
up.
She's a pretty cool character. I like her. She's just pretty cool. I wouldn't put her in. Right. So here's the thing. I really like her as a character. I like her as a character. As a partner or as a potential like interest, it would have to be second date material because she's a really solid character. I really like her. She seems very surprisingly down to earth, and you can definitely like have a decent time. It's just a case where do you or do you not want to dabble in the wrong side of the law? I'm willing to give it a shot.
Breaking
So
the
that's
law.
why
Breaking the law. Chin, chin.
actually,
Bro, you gotta hold her down.
Law.
I'm being unfair. You know, I'll bump her up to Hello Nurse because I completely forgot there's other
Okay.
Hello Nurse characters up there.
I noticed you're talking about her as if it was only like what, like the Android saga and the Cell saga.
Like we said,
saga.
we're including Z and Super here. I should mention.
Right,
Yeah, that's
but
why I talk
she's
about
putting
her
emphasis,
actual like personality. You know,
right, but
because
you're
I don't
putting
think
the emphasis on her as if it was you only saw like the first half of the Cell saga and the
no,
Android.
I'm saying this with like Super in mind because she was pretty
Okay,
fucking
super
on her.
Mario.
Because she was also pretty fucking chummy with Trunks, even though Trunks had killed like a future version of herself, and
Oh.
she's like, it's no biggie. It's all good. I don't care.
I mean, to be
I
fair,
appreciate that.
that wasn't really her though. I mean, like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
literally just,
exactly that.
I mean,
That's
damn,
her
like a
outlook.
dicking from a Shaolin monk really changes a woman, doesn't it?
I think
Yeah,
just the
exactly.
dicking changes
That's the
her.
thing.
Period.
She's. That's what I mean.
God dang
when
it, Jarrett!
I-
You're gonna get the floor in a second. Stop questioning my tastes.
But that's the thing. That's why. That's why I point out that
I'm
she's
not
down to earth.
questioning. I was just
She's
looking for that
surprisingly.
image.
Are you
All
gaslighting
right,
Seamus again?
all right. So,
I'm lambasting on my take on Makima. Honestly, it's gonna become a bit of a meme.
Fuck
all
here.
you.
right. So,
Makima is terrible.
Just your take in
okay. So
general, man.
RGS, are you?
Hang on, before anybody else says anything. The magnetic ferret says Valletta Nu is fourth. Then he says fifth or maybe CC. Anyways, keep going.
We're
Yeah,
on
CC
Jarrett
is
next,
a
I
pretty good
believe.
placement.
So we got
Okay,
second date on there for Hello Nurse. Sorry for RGS. There, so we're on Jarrett now.
Yes.
Jarrett.
I'm just gonna keep things simple. I fuck her.
So,
DTF, it sounds like to me. But unless he
Yeah.
wants to say otherwise, of course. Oh yeah, okay.
okay.
I'll
Tarvok.
before I will say just a few things. There was a zone parody.
That was his own parody.
Okay. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. Tarvok, you're up next. Tarvok. Tarvok. Dun dun
Look
dun dun
around.
dun.
Sorry,
No,
I
hold
got
on.
caught
I-
up in a
yeah, no.
different discussion. What's the?
We're
what's the
asking your
question?
opinion on Android
Rate-
18 on the tier
yeah,
list.
rate-
Where would you
Android
put her?
rate
18.
18.
She's not my type, but I would put her in the friend zone.
What?
Actually,
What? That's not my
no,
opinion.
wait.
What?
Oh boy,
It's
base.
Yeah, I'd put her in
Based.
the friend zone. I don't think we would be
What?
sexually compatible.
Whoa!
I have,
Whoa!
enough.
I have pretty particular tastes.
You have very
Holy
specific
shit!
tastes.
I thought my opinion was controversial. Holy shit! Tarkov's in here being based. Holy
You
shit!
try to put in
Yeah.
your mascot. He's like, he thought of this thoroughly.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a difference.
he's clearly thinking of your mascot, Seamus.
He's
Anyway.
giving her preferential treatment, unlike me, which is nice.
I'm like, okay, Gizmo, you're the last one
Hang
up.
on. Before Gizmo
talk about-
speaks, the Magnetic Ferret says Booby is the best Z female character.
Well, I thought
What
you were
the
talking
fuck
about.
is
Like,
this
are you talking?
bullshit? Are you all
Okay,
even
like
speaking
like
English?
apparently, I mean, when I hear the word Booby, I think of
English.
like Iron Mouse's mascot. You know, Sea Dog. In other words, that's not the Booby we're talking about, though, is it?
No.
Who ordered all this fucking anime
Okay,
titty?
Gizmo.
Thank you, our Iron Moose. Thank you.
You're rating. You're rating
what
for this beautiful, beautiful woman.
What
Go.
did Starbucks say? Friend zone? Based.
Yeah, he said
based,
friend zone.
friend
Yeah,
zone.
yes, they did.
That's the most base take I ever heard. I think I'm hearing that funk music in the background. Dun, 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 dun. Well, it's like Starbucks like, oh, Android 18? Friend zone. Dun, 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 dun.
The man just
But
came
me-
in with
But
swagger.
me, there's no man, like if I was legitimately in that universe, there's no way I'd even try them because everyone saw her in the Cell games, everyone saw her in the fucking tournament of, well, I can't say tournament power. Saw her in the World Martial Arts tournament. Who the fuck's gonna take a punch like that from Hercule and actually be hurt? But despite all that, man, I would say devastation through fornication, but I think it's the fact that I have to not work hard to get through her. Like, I mean, what guy isn't going to with a girl like that? But I literally have to either be like Krillin in every way, as well as TFS way, or I have to work myself to the fucking bone to get her to even smile at me. I don't think I would even be a blip in her radar, like let alone her dragon fucking radar. Ha 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 puns. Kill me.
We'll get to Bull momentarily. Don't you worry.
Yeah, but man, dude, as much as I think she's like a boner starter, that like fucking A. But I don't think she's in devastation to fornication. I think she's at least in Hi Hello Nurse, right above fire.
Okay, that is at least somewhat reasonable. And at the very least, it's not gonna put her below Seamus's shameless mascot.
Well, no, it's
Hey,
like
would you please stop? I'm not doing. I did not intentionally downplay this just for that sake. How many times do I have to tell you? Tarkov literally put her in the goddamn friend zone. So come on.
I guess we need to escape
Yeah,
from
right.
Tarkov.
Did not introduce his OC.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Just to get people off my back, and because Android 18 is a bit of a nuanced character, it's somewhat I've been able to be convinced by you guys. I'll put her to second date, okay?
See, we get it.
Okay,
Get it,
that's
boys.
better.
I'll put her in the same tier as my mascot. Are you freaking happy now?
Yes.
Seamus has been bullied into putting her in the same category as his
Okay,
mascot.
so we
That's
have
funny.
two.
I don't see her
Okay.
as like a woman that's unable to date anyone outside of fucking Krillin. It's just the fact is, anyone outside of that or anyone outside of the Z fighters, you have to work fucking extra hard for her to even notice you at all or get her attention.
Mhm.
Like never mind being able to fly, you should be able to tank one of her fucking punches.
Okay,
Yeah, and,
so we have
we got
two
okay.
BTF.
No, actually, surprisingly, Don't worry, Kevin. I got this. We got
I'm not
3
saying
in
I wouldn't
DTF.
work for
Would you
it, but
believe
I
it?
just, it's really tough.
We've actually got 3 in DTF, if you can believe it, Kevin. We got 3 in
Okay.
Hello Nurse, 2 in Second Date after my change in vote, and 1 in the Friend Zone thanks to Tarkov's base
Tarvok.
take. So, by the transient rules there, I want to put her in high Hello Nurse to low down to fuck, I guess, or devastation through fornication. So what are you guys thinking? Like
Right above fire.
here-ish or here-ish? I know your take, Gizmo. What are you guys thinking
Probably-
here in regards to Android 18?
I think probably low DTF at that point.
Well, I think if
Yeah,
that was
I
the
love
case,
DTF.
so above Bomb Girl or above like Barry, I guess. What were you
Yeah,
guys thinking?
above-
It has to be above
above-
Barry.
If she has to be there, I could say above Barry, yeah.
Yes, above
All right.
Barry.
We're
All right, so
in
next we're
agreement.
moving on
Above
to
the furry.
okay, next we're moving on to Original, the character from Dragon Ball Fighters that ended up
I'll
sneaking her way into canon.
I'll do the talk. I'll do the
Android
talking.
21,
I'll
aka
do the
Dr.
talking.
Giro's waifu,
I'll do
who
the
also
talking, my man.
happens to have Boo
She had a
DNA in
wife?
her.
Oh,
Okay,
speaking
all
of
right.
Boo,
Yeah, all right.
speaking of Boo, hang on. Speaking of Boo, the
Okay,
magnetic
yeah, I can't
parrot
even
says,
had a
so in
wife.
Dragon
Anyways,
Ball Online, Boo saw one of Hercule's dirty magazines, got a special feeling, and using his
Yes.
own body, made a female
we are
Boo
not putting
called
that character
Boo
in. It's
Bee.
Dragon Ball Online.
No,
We
that's
are
a
not.
species.
And that's
That's
where
a
all the
species.
custom
That's
Boos
not an
come
entire
from.
character.
Right. So, Android 21 was, as we all know, was introduced in Dragon Ball Fighters of all things in 2018, but she was actually designed by Toriyama herself, so it's like as genuine to the
Himself.
article as we can do.
I like
She
the
was so
design.
popular in that game that she was actually retroactively put into canon as we
Starting
know.
with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and then she was finally introduced in official canon material through Dragon Ball Super Superhero as Dr. Giro's waifu and the mother of Android 16.
Can I please
Her
get a
name
point
is
across?
Vomi.
Yeah, I was about to say in Superhero, it was confirmed that her name is actually Vomi, and she is the actual mother of Android 16. In Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, it was not implied that she had any relation to Jiro. She was the same age as that. We had no idea she was an android. It was more like led towards that in Superhero. So
Bro is super down bad, posting all these pictures.
let me
Oh,
actually
that's
get
just
to
what
what
we
Vomi
do.
or Vomi or okay, I will definitely say that she did not fornicate with Android 20 when he was in that wrinkly state. I think we can all confirm that. Considering that Android 16 was also already decently aged up based off the images we saw like in the Android saga of 16 based off at that point. So that's beside the point. She has not got a bad taste in men. We can move past that potential point. In Android in Dragon Ball Fighter specifically, it was quite interesting because it was implied that she was imbued with the DNA of all of the past fighters that Goku and company dealt with, kind of like Cell, except instead of just dealing with like Saiyan DNA and information, she was imbued with both Frieza, Cell, the Saiyans, and Majin Buu's DNA interjected into each other to make an amalgamation of AK the perfect android. And she circumvented like a plot to steal like everyone's power and essentially take everyone out because she was essentially the perfect android of
See now?
everyone involved there.
So Seamus,
But
now
here's
that
the
I hear
thing.
that, all I can hear is her voice saying, "So baby, you're either perfect or you're not me."
But here's the thing about this here. Throughout a lot of the campaign in Dragon Ball Fighter, she has two distinct personalities. The first is she is a freaking carnivore who will literally turn you into a macaroon and eat you with no questions asked there. Like full on psychotic Majin Buu-esque, like, levels of like freaking vorism essentially. But in the last section, we actually understand that she actually does have a bit of a heart towards her, and she has some sentimentality towards other people in a sense, which is where we get the good version of Android 21. So we can't actually determine which of these two versions is like Vomi herself as a person. Though, given Android 16's like deposition of being a good person who cared about nature, I'm liking to assume it's the good version of 21 from Fighters that is actually the more approachable, because obviously Jiro is a lot more, forceful about his thoughts because he was the scientific head of the Red Ribbon Army, of course. So it's hard to discern Android 21's personality in that case, but she was genuinely a caring woman in a lot of senses, even if she was in. We are not going to mention her age in that because it was an android age, not human age. But let's move on from that.
Oh, and by the
So
way,
flip.
Seamus, one more thing before we go on. She shares the same voice actress as Senjumaru from the Thousand Year Blood War of Bleach.
And your point is?
I'm just saying. I just figured I'd add that. Since
So
some
I'm
people
just
might
gonna
not know that.
I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. While I'm not like big on Android 21 or sorry Android 18, I am for the past 5 years I have been down bad on 21. Like
Yes,
no fooling.
clearly.
But I should specify not with the tail there. I should specify it's the human version of 21 that I have like had that
So
attachment
you're a
with.
coward, is what you're telling me.
What I'm saying is I'm an equal
You're
opportunist.
saying you're a
so
coward.
what I'm saying is I'm an either or person. So the fact that we have a version of her
He's
without
saying
it,
he's
I can
racist
buy
towards
it.
the boo race.
He doesn't
I'm
like
a
the pink
racist towards
skins.
Majins,
He
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
like the booze.
And considering we've seen like her personality is a lot more caring and towards other people based off the true ending of Fighters, and we obviously know that she helped raise 16 to the person that he became, which is the linchpin towards the Cell Saga being as it was, more so. And of course, her design being peak. Let's be frank there. I'm more into brunettes than I am into blondes. I'll just say that right now. It's a personal bias, but shut up. I am going to be very shamelessly putting in her
Oh.
into devastation through fornication, or as Kevin would probably put it,
I hear that again,
So-
I'm gonna shoot myself.
No,
Please-
no, get that image out of there. No, no.
What
Pl-
image?
No, we
please-
don't need
please-
Cell doing that.
I remember when we actually talked about 21 a few years ago, Subby, you were like having none of my horniness. And I'm guessing you're still in that boat to this day, 5 years later. But before we get to that, him like questioning my tastes in women, we'll go to Alex then.
All right, so hang on. There we go. So, that's a thing that I found online.
Damn.
Oh, neat.
Magnetic Ferret says Booby was designed by Akira Toriyama and DBO was confirmed to be the true canonical continuation of Z. That's cool. I still haven't played it. So, anyways. Android 21. AKA whatever the fuck her name was. Mrs. Jerome.
Vomi.
Yeah. Yeah, Ada. Yeah, okay, so we've got the Harley Quinn color aesthetic, we've got the Mega Neko vibes, and we've got the fact that she can transform into a thing with a long prehensile tail, if you want. So yeah, we're putting her in there.
So in other words, what you're saying is that you're into Vor?
No.
Clearly you are, because
No,
you want
I-
to get eaten
no,
by
no.
her.
No, I said prehensile tail. And that's
Yes,
But
that's
you
getting
want her to
deleted.
eat
That-
you.
this is
Hold
getting fucking deleted.
Hold up, though. Wait. Kevin was the one who brought it up. Isn't he the one that's more into Vor than he thinks he is?
Why the
Yeah,
fuck-
Kevin,
why the
you're
fuck
the
is
one that brought
this
it up.
deleting?
Hold on a second.
I clicked on delete
Which-
3 times.
What's wrong? You don't want to be
There
bored
we
by
go.
Android 21?
No. So yeah. No, I the implications are you know what? Fuck you.
The
Put her below
implications.
Bayonetta.
Why you gotta
Okay,
say
then.
implications like something out of Sunny in Philadelphia?
Because of the implications.
Anyway,
Awkward pause.
Subby, you're up next.
Okay, so of all the like Akira Toriyama like Dragon Ball women, she's probably sadly like the most appealing in my opinion. But I'm not gonna go super down bad like Seamus and be like, oh, she's this and that, because that's kind of gay. So I'll just say
Hey,
that
shut up, man.
I'll bully you in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, bitch. Don't even start. Anywho,
Just you wait.
Yeah, just you wait when you play like mid
Just
characters when I
you
beat your ass.
wait.
Anywho, I think she's kind of cute. Whether she's in boo form or not, like she has like clearly she has some kind of like attractive features. So yeah. Say something, Alex?
No, I was just I burped.
Okay.
You good?
So
As you
I
do.
will put her in Hello Nurse because she's kind of cute. She's kind of a cutie. Though I wish someone would commission her to buy like white bread while polluting the world. That would be really funny.
Oh my
You
god.
could draw that.
God damn it, Subby. Why the fuck do I
Oh.
still know that? I thought it's out of my head.
Yeah,
And
that shit
I
is so
will
Bring it back
funny.
an
do
oldie.
anything
Bring it
for
back an oldie.
love, but I won't do that.
Seamus would be like the type of guy
Or
that look
that.
up
Or
Android
that.
21
Or
like
what the
roleplay
fuck is in that?
ASMR on his spare time.
Yes, he would.
He says that, but I actually probably would. And
Why the
Well,
fuck would you
Seamus,
confirm that? You fucking. Why would you do that? Why would you confirm that?
I actually don't.
Anyway, where are
I
you
listened.
sticking
I
her?
listened. I listened to an ASMR thing of like One Piece stuff, and it was very cringy. So I probably actually wouldn't.
No, it was
actually do
funny.
that.
It was funny.
It was dumb. Don't shut up. He put
It
her
was
in.
funny.
Where are you sticking her?
He
Hello,
put her in Hello
Nurse.
Nurse.
Why the
Okay,
fuck does
then.
the same image up 3 times? Fucking hell.
Alrighty then. I guess I'm up.
Please do.
Jesus. I don't want the
Okay.
same image 3 damn times. I just want it once.
Second date material.
Oh, any reason why specifically?
She's kind of overrated in my opinion.
I can't say you're right or wrong.
I mean,
You
that's
proved
like
me right.
He's not wrong though. The only reason
Plus, she's a
popular is-
character that debuted in a fighting game and got killed off and was retconned into the canon.
yeah,
Because
that's
she
most
was.
fighting games.
Yeah, because she was designed
Anyway.
by Toriyama, and also
Bro,
she is
death
the
in Dragon Ball
canonical
Z
daughter of-
literally means nothing. You could just get rushed back to life.
It's like Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat.
The plot of
It's
Fighters
really
is
like
really stupid.
Yeah, but
Like
everything
that's my
best
only
part.
problem with the Dragon Ball Z franchise. That death literally means nothing.
Anyway, so RGS, you're up next. As for where
she's
I put her in
nice.
second date material, above Charmcaster.
You doing this on purpose, god dang it. You're doing this. I
What?
fucking can't stand her
Me?
now.
No, I never.
You know how I have a vendetta against Charmcaster now.
It's not my fault, Seamus. I'm sorry that your android can't be my childhood crush. It's
Anyways,
what happens.
that's what happens when, like, you know, what happens when, like, you know, okay, I'm not gonna get heated. Can you please give us our thoughts on our second android?
No,
Okay,
get
Look in
heated.
my eyes. What do you see?
She's honestly,
I'm
yeah,
looking
just
in
to
her
sum up,
eyes.
she's nice. She's good with kids. DTF.
Whoa, that's not what I
Sam.
expected, but I'll take it.
So like really,
Sam.
no.
Sam.
Shut the fuck up. You have bad taste. You put bleach women up because you can't have a good personality.
Except most of them do.
And not
And that's,
really.
and that's your
Gonna vouch
opinion.
for
And
them,
have
then what
actual
kind of means you can't put
establishment in the
out.
storyline, unlike say 21.
I would argue that
So,
Bayonetta has more
and
personality than
that's
Rangiku, but you
I'm
know,
not
what can
allowed
you
to
do?
say
Nerd
that
fight,
you know
nerd
is the
fight.
low one.
We're
Nerd
not gonna
fight.
get into this. We're not gonna
Bro,
get
get
into
into
this.
it. That's why we do this, right? This is like the waifu wars. We have to get into. We got to throw some fucking like personal insults.
If we did this, it would take like freaking an hour to get through one character, which it has done in the past.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, that has happened.
Anywho.
Pretty sure
Everyone
that
is
it
a
was
freaking
Seamus'
video game
idea.
character.
Yeah, let's go ahead
So
and keep
like,
on
she hasn't
going.
got as much depth as some of the other characters, but like, she
Yeah,
resonates with
that's the
people.
thing. Some of the fucking characters in DTF really didn't have much depth anyway, but we still put them up really high. So that's why I say low DTF.
Anyway. Jarrett, how hard do you simp for this woman?
Don't placate him.
You know what? On the positive side, she was part of a game that killed off Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of
Yeah.
10.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
You
He's
know,
not
On the
wrong.
negative side,
I don't know. I haven't played fighters, not planning on doing so. Don't know dick about this character. Don't give two shits. So I'm gonna say a good 6 out of 10.
You've been posting this many lewd images of her, and you put her there. That's
You
a
know
lot
what?
to
Fine.
surround.
Hello, nurse.
Jameis.
God. Fine. Hello, nurse.
Jameis,
Oh,
there's
come on.
material. When there's material, you gotta
Okay,
you gotta
fine.
give material.
Fine. I would say run to the hills. Final offer.
What?
You know
I'm
what,
so
that-
confused.
yeah,
Like, what
listen.
I don't want to. I don't think we should imbue like freaking like Jared's decision here. What does he want to actually put it towards?
I mean, I don't know dick about her. I mean, she's fine. You know, she looks fine. I was saying, you know, blue form, human form. Fuck it. I ain't prejudiced. The war thing, fucking hell. You know, shit. That's death by snooze tube, but I'm not going to put her that far. I would say a
Yeah,
good 6
no,
out of
vote
10.
DTF.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Now
You made
draw
your
a picture
case.
of her playing Mega Man X.
All right, Tarvok, you're up next.
I'd like to
I don't
see that.
actually know this character.
She's an
I'm
original character created for Dragon Ball Fighters that got retconned into the canon because of how popular she was.
We
apparently.
know. We know.
Well, he
yeah.
needs to emphasize it
I
again.
can't say anything about her. I don't know her.
So where would you stick her?
This has to be based off aesthetics. If you don't know the character, like yeah, I guess Jared did. I suppose.
Just based off aesthetics. Second date material.
So,
Alrighty.
Low second date material.
Ooh.
Just based off of aesthetics.
Yeah, because you have to
Alrighty.
base it if you don't know the character. After all, yeah.
Okay. Gimzo, you are up next. How much do you simp for this character?
Okay, so
Again.
this is coming from a guy who's played fighters, and just so you know, my team is original Broly, Yamcha, and Videl. Bite me, and
It's a good team.
it's an underrated team. Nobody gives Yamcha enough
yeah, no,
love.
respect.
Yeah,
Respect.
Yamcha's really good.
The Chad Ginyu
That's
Force.
the only time anybody
Ginyu
will
Force.
ever
Ginyu
say
Force
that.
is Chad.
I abuse Seamus with the Ginyu Force.
Outside of the, here's the problem though. I can see why anybody would wanna. Oh, excuse me. I can see why anybody would fawn for her once they put the game on and the moment her model comes up. I mean, either form, she's good to look at and she's got a good personality. Whether it be she be shy, outgoing, headstrong, you know, whatever. Either way, her personalities fit with her forms. Whether it be her blue
Fucking
form or her
psychotic.
human form. Yeah, they're both iconic. Their voice is iconic too. I mean, the fact that they actually made a Majin Buu kind of the fact that they actually led in with like what I can assume is Dragon Ball Online and from the Majin species and actually led with that instead of just her being a normal android is actually kind of cool. I like that. But here's the problem. She made her debut in the game and only in the game. She didn't like branch out in like a couple of like Dragon Ball Z movies like Broly did. She didn't like format as like even a cameo in like Super. You know?
Oops.
Technically,
I
And,
guess
and, and
I
the
guess
manga,
that's another
she
Akira
was-
Toriyama character he forgot about. Oopsie.
Well,
Like
no,
we-
but
like we said,
it's
like we said,
impossible to forget about her if she just made if she was just made. But the fact is, she was only made for the game, and the fact that they made her canon, okay, cool, and it's one of those things where I really hate the fact that they only made her canon just because of the game, and that's it. They didn't try and do anything else with the character. They didn't try and like have her be Bulma's roommate or like try and I don't know give a new home for Android 18 so Krillin and her could have like a home without having to put up with Master Rossi shit.
I
That's a
mean,
wish
hell,
fulfillment.
But you know,
I would have been.
I should specify in Kakarot she was like seen as like an obscure researcher for Capsule Corp, but that was like
right.
more
But
of like
here's the thing.
that was more of a cameo than like a canon appearance. I should
Yeah, but
mention.
that's a cameo in another game they didn't do much with. She was just the mysterious figure. You know,
Because
that's
that
like
game is ass.
Yeah,
that's
it's
bad,
very
but whatever.
unbalanced.
It's not a
Like, you know what?
fucking RPG. It's a fucking
Yeah,
fighting game.
yeah, no,
This
yeah,
gives
it's a
me
terrible
this
RPG.
this gives me Tomorrow Woman vibes from like if you don't know what I mean, Tomorrow Woman was supposed to be a DC Comics character that would eventually be found out to be a fucking android made by some crazy scientist. She
Oh
only made
god.
she only made her appearance once and only once, but because of her popularity, they literally brought her back and only brought her back that one time. That's it. The fucking who here who knows of Tomorrow Woman? Raise of hands. Nobody? Okay, yeah. See what I mean?
I know of her, but only because of an obscure YouTube channel.
No, yeah, that's what I mean though. The fact you only know of her because a YouTube channel is making a video about obscure DC characters should tell you
Yeah.
a lot about her. That she's got
Wait, she's
little to work
DC?
with. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
Tomorrow
she's
Woman.
DC.
Yeah, she's DC. Tomorrow Woman is DC. It's like this is the same case. She's only famous because of this game, and years from now, it's gonna be another one of those. Hey, did you know this character was from here? And oh, why haven't we heard from her? Oh, because she was only in this game. It's gonna be another one of those kind of incidents.
Technically she was in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, but who
Yeah,
the
but
fuck cares about Super
that's the
Dragon?
thing. She's only
Who the fuck cares about Super Dragon Ball Heroes first and
no,
foremost?
but that's the
I
thing.
mean, to
She's
be honest,
making
I was just
her
going to say that
cameos mean
she's
little to
like any
nothing,
other
and
boss character.
her cameos, her appearances outside of fighters mean little to
I mean,
nothing, and because of
she's in
that, we're not really.
Xenoverse too, right?
And
Yes.
like, what has she done?
She's been a full-on playable fighter. That's kind
Hell,
of like
But
I,
that's
I,
it. She's only a
Hell,
playable
Max, right.
fighter. No, this is what I mean. Like, because look, I heard she's got the personality down, but she doesn't have a personality. She's
oh no,
shy.
she does. I'm sorry, I'm placating your opinion, Gizmo. Keep going.
Here, but okay, so but basically what I'm saying is she might have the personality, but she doesn't. You may have the whole pizza, but what about it? You know, it makes it better than anything else. What makes this better than say a Domino's or a Pizza Hut, a CC's, Mountain Mike's? You know, that's what I'm saying. It may look different, it may act different, smell different, but what makes it different from anywhere else?
Going
And
off the
that's
record, Domino's suck.
it does. It's sad pizza, but
She's
either
dressed like a domino, I guess.
she may be family. She may be like a family. She may be a family-owned restaurant, but if that's the only thing that you can tell me that's distinctive about her. There's nothing real I can go with here. It's like if she's only from from Fighter Z, and that's the only thing you could tell me about her that's unique. Besides, her moveset, her looks, her forms, yada yada. There's nothing really unique about her because at least Android 18, Chi-Chi, Bulma, they've had an arc in the anime, and people grew up with them. Her, who can really say they grew up with her like like the other characters? Nobody. They'll like her, they'll know her, but they won't have that same connection like the other DBZ girls, and because of that, I hate to put her here, but a 6 out of 10. Her look,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, you made your case. You made your case.
yeah,
I like this hour-long analysis video style he did for this character why he doesn't like her.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for my next video extra now.
This video has been sponsored by ExpressVPN.
This video has been sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yes,
This
well, just say
video-
you like Vile
this-
from
this video is
He's your
sponsored-
boyfriend.
This
I
video
don't
is
know.
This video was
sponsored by
sponsored by
Dubby, who has never
NordVPN.
once sent us any money.
Okay.
But yeah,
This video this video was brought to you by BetterHelp, informing me about the better waifu material that is not non-canon Dragon Ball characters more towards there. I got a link in the description below for better based Dragon Ball opinions.
Shiv, is that so funny you said that because I sent someone the BetterHelp link as a joke?
this video
Okay,
is sponsored
so
by
for
Bad Dragon.
Okay, so
so Seamus, count out the totals. Where are we sticking her?
Right. So we have 3 in Death by Fornication, 1 in Hello Nurse, 2 in Second Date, and 2 in 6 out of 10. So for me, I think just based off the averages there, I'm thinking a mid to high Hello Nurse. What is everyone else thinking?
Yeah,
Welcome
mid
back,
to high
Sonic.
Hello Nurse.
Like it's gotta be mid. It's gotta be mid.
Yeah, mid.
Like maybe below Stargirl.
No, below Trish.
I think Trish is like below
Sure.
Trish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Sure,
that's
yeah.
good.
That's good.
Yeah, below
All
Trish
right,
is
next
is
up
right
we
there.
have a character
Next-
who may or may not have
Oh.
had her voice ruined by a replacement known as Bulma.
Okay,
Bulma
Bulma is like
Bur-
Bulma
What?
is arguably
Welcome to the
Why are there all these live action
Miami
images?
Rossum.
okay.
Smooth
Like
Once smartass.
again with me.
out of every
A
every
strange
single
duet.
character we're going to be talking about tonight in Dragon Ball, Bulma is the most Bulma
My
is like the most
power
deep.
over
Is
you.
I don't think anyone's gonna like question otherwise. Bulma is the deepest character in all of Dragon Ball because she's been there.
Yes, she is the
She
OG lady of Dragon Ball. Well, the
she's been
first
there since the
person that
very
Goku has
beginning.
ever met outside of Grandpa Gohan,
So
and who
lem-
started him on his journey to find the Dragon Balls to begin with.
So I'll do the best I can to abbreviate this. So as Kevin said, she was the first human interaction outside of Grandpa Gohan that Goku had, led him towards understand the Dragon Balls and also human society in general. And she served as a linchpin towards Goku understanding more of the outside world, and her technological prowess helped him out greatly in regards to both finances but also human society in general. And then once Dragon Ball Z came around, well, she helped create the Dragon Radar first before Z came out. So that was like huge because remember back in the day, Goku still had like a hard resemble, hard what's the word? Semblance or like connection to the 4-star ball being his grandfather, the one that he gave him as a child, in a sense. Like, can you name a more based move that Kid Goku did when? Do you remember like when he brought
Penetrate.
when he brought that? Do
Penetrate
you remember when
was
like
base move.
he brought the when Tal Pai Pai killed the Native American kid's like father, and Goku used the Dragon Ball's wish to solely bring him back to life. And then Goku jumped super high in the air while Shenron was blasting the Dragon Balls away, just to grab the 4-star Dragon Ball while it was a stone.
Davis, we gotta play the clip. We gotta play the clip.
I'll let you guys do that in your own time there, like for those of you of your convenience, because we're not talking about Goku's based actions to show reverence to Grandpa Gohan.
My mom always said
We're
I was a
talking
cute
about
kid.
Bulma.
Oh, a mama's
So
boy, huh?
beyond like
I'll be
that,
a
there
mama.
she's been like the linchpin of Dragon Ball in general. She
Yes,
helped
yes,
create
you
the Dragon
can.
Radar. She helped create the Dragon Radar. She helped show Goku what society was in the first place.
And she showed him what tits were.
Yes,
she also
and she also showed what the cooch is. What the cooch
she
is, yes.
unintentionally showed Master Roshi her cooch.
And here
And then
she
there was
is,
also the
dressed up
fact
as a
that
giant pussy.
But beyond this, she also helped work towards interstellar space travel. She also helped towards
and fought a crab.
If it wasn't for Krillin getting down bad for like overrated women,
Get up.
the androids would have been Android 18 would have been like blown up and like the whole planet would have been saved if Krillin didn't do that because she found a way to overwrite the androids. And in speaking of, she also reprogrammed 16 to take care of his nuclear warhead, fail-safe if you remember. And then in Dragon Ball GT, she literally was able to forcibly imbue the power of Super Saiyan 4 into Vegeta at that point. And in Dragon Ball Super, she traveled with Jocko to learn about the Super Dragon Balls and then make the Super Dragon Radar and everything else in between. I forgot to mention her best creation ever. Outside of all of that, she created a goddamn time machine, both like in the future
Trunks.
and in the present.
And the fact that she married Vegeta.
To be honest,
she did my
you've
boy
done
Yamcha
Bulma
dirty
disservice.
though.
You completely forgot that she is responsible for the creation of the Great Saiyaman outfit, the truest peak.
Yes, last but not least, she
the
she
greatest
was a Kamen Rider
superhero
fan.
in the world, the Great Saiyaman.
So let's talk about her personality.
Vegeta. Let's be real, guys.
Let's talk about her personality quick. I've I've highlighted Bulma's many accomplishments as a scientist because she has a ton. But the thing, Bulma as like a character is stern as shit. She takes shit from nobody. But the thing is, even like as a teenager, what have you, she was a hopeless romantic, hopefully to find the one person
Come on,
she
I'll
did.
give you
The first man like
romance.
she like that
I'll
gave her any
give
attention was
you
Yum. But like
paradise.
And
after
then she
he
proceeded to
essentially got
try to hit on every other guy that she met, including
Now-
General
after she
Blue.
yeah, after she until yeah, well, she did that mainly as a strategic advantage because Krillin was about to die. So and then
Now-
she didn't realize that he was gay at that point, which didn't exactly help with her plan.
Now,
Because
real quick,
because of,
I will also say, hey, that this take shit from nobody approach also involves smacking the fucking god of chaos the god of destruction in the
Destruction.
face.
yes, he smashed
She-
her party with
Yeah.
no qualms. She smacked Beerus, the god of destruction,
She-
and he slapped her back with enough. I should mention he could have killed her, like question, but he
Bulma-
didn't. And then
Hang on, real quick. Bulma hit that pussy harder than Vegeta did.
But here's the thing as well, like she is like such a stern, hard-centered woman there that the only person like who could get to her is Vegeta. And but what the craziest thing about
She
that is
looked at Vegeta and said, "I could fix him," and then did it. She
because here's the
fixed
thing about
Vegeta.
like because here's the thing about Vegeta.
I
Vegeta
could
is
fix
the
him.
biggest.
But I won't.
I think we can all agree that in every single anime character in history, Vegeta is the biggest tsundere of all time. Like no question.
It's not like I
Regardless
like
of,
you
like,
or
him-
anything, Kakarot.
But the thing is, the only person who can rein him in and make him like more, humane towards like, and the person who actually led to him holding a loving family with Trunks and Bulla later down in life was Bulma. She was able to quell the Saiyan with his like Saiyan pride and everything, and his killer instinct that he still had in the Cell Saga. I should mention, even though he fathered like a daughter, like
Saga.
a son. No. Again, like we're talking about the Cell Saga because like he fathered like a son with Trunks, but he still wanted to have that same pride like with Cell and everything. Even despite that, like he even colluded with Cell
damn.
against Trunks. Do you remember that when he said he wanted to find Android
Yeah.
18 with
Yeah.
Cell? Yeah, he still had that there at the time.
Vegeta, no!
He was-
Vegeta, yes!
So Bulma is like probably the unintentionally best like psychologist for like men with like huge egos on the planet, and she is a freaking big ego because she's probably one of the richest women on the planet, but also one of the most intelligent.
I mean, when you build
So-
a time machine, yeah, you should go to be pretty good.
And let's be honest, regardless of your aesthetic preferences, Bulma's changed her hair, her outfit, her demeanor throughout the decades that she's been around. Whether you're into like her pink jumpsuit, whether you're into her yellow jumpsuit, whether you're into her spacesuit, whether you're into like her short-haired long style, whether into her Hades perm, whether you're into like her short-cut hair when she went to space, whether you're not into like anything over there, Bulma is a character that appeals to every single aesthetic on the goddamn planet, and we all love her for it. So, as being the first lady of Dragon Ball, but also probably the deepest and most complex, it's death by fornication, or as Kevin would lovingly put it, say it with me, folks.
Yay.
Sorry for that long tangent, but Bulma deserved it, honestly, because she's the deepest female character in Dragon Ball by far.
I mean, she's one of the first
There-
shonen females.
The Dragon Ball fandom to
That
this
is not
ve-
true.
The Dragon Ball
She's like, yeah,
fandom
That's actually not true.
to
Yeah,
this
like that- it's
very
not.
day. There are people in the
I mean,
Dragon Ball fandom who believe that Goku should have wound up with Bulma.
Oh, God, no.
I
Ooh,
disagree.
God, no.
no.
We'll get to Chi-Chi momentarily, but yeah, no, Bulma, God, no. Anyways, I've taken
Wait,
the
where
floor
is
long enough to
Chi-Chi
explain.
anyway?
I've taken the floor long enough to explore Bulma as a character and my thoughts and what she meant to Dragon Ball, like as arguably the most important character next to Goku potentially. So, Alex, take the floor for Bulma.
All right, so damn. Damn. Seen it before.
That's all you gotta
Damn.
say.
Lee
Okay,
Chalin.
yes. So,
Excellent.
rich inventor girl who has a fiery temper and knows how. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can
we
now.
can
Let's
hear
go
you.
over it,
Okay,
yes.
good.
a
What
lot
did I
better.
just say? Because my avatar isn't lighting up when I speak.
Rich inventor girl. And she
Okay,
was,
rich
and you
inventor
didn't,
girl
yeah.
with a fiery temper who has a who has access and the ability to and the access to and the ability to de-age herself and find the things that de-age her, or etc etc. Yeah, yeah, devastation through fornication. And I like Bulma. I've always liked
DTF, I think I
Bulma.
heard.
Yes, I like Bulma. I've always liked Bulma. She's fucking great. Chi-Chi's alright, but she is not best girl. And
We'll get to Chi-Chi. We'll get
yeah,
to Chi-Chi.
yeah, rather unfortunately, you know, I like she is DTF top tier, yes. So yeah, so I'd have to put her
Thank you, Sonic. Thank you, Sonic.
right around. Yeah, I'd have to put her right around on where I put and Sonic just dropped again. I'd have to put her right around where
Don't
I
worry.
put Android 18, but I'd have to put her just below Android 18.
Oh, whoa, that's kind of low then.
What do you mean? No, where I put her.
Oh,
I
where
put
you
her
put it.
below
Sorry, I'm
Power
mixing this up
Girl.
with. Oh, sorry, because again, like it's been like 3 characters. My memory is very short term. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
What are you, a fucking Final Fantasy character?
They have good hair, unlike me. So at least they have
No,
one
no,
thing
you get
in.
that. You got that Beatles cut, motherfucker. Looking
Shut
like
up!
Ringo.
I don't know the Ringo Starr look. I don't know
Yes,
the
you
fucking
do.
Mike Guy look.
Yes, you
No, I
do.
don't.
You look like the Beatles from the '70s. Yes, you do.
Seamus got that, hey all, Scott here
Hey,
kind of haircut.
He looks like the
I'm telling you, he should get that
Beatles.
that the dude from fucking the In-Betweeners haircut where it's like it's really shitty.
Fucking well from the In-Between. Fucking hell.
Okay, Kat told me my hair was not that bad, so my girlfriend said it wasn't that bad. So shut up.
What's
Shut
wrong
up.
with
I feel like
Ringo
the moment
Starr?
you, the moment Seamus- I feel like with that haircut, the moment he laughs, it's gonna be a little ha 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 ha.
Bro, get that Gohan from the Namek Saga.
I don't have a fucking bowl
You
cut.
look like
all
a
right?
young
Let me
Noel.
demonstrate.
You did for
I
a while,
don't have
remember?
a bowl cut.
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
I did for a while, but I don't have it now. My hair's too short to pull off a Rock Lee or some shit. Okay?
Hey,
That wants to be Nathan Drake so bad.
Hey, if we lose Seamus in the forest, all we have to do is track down his laugh. You know how it sounds like? Nyah, nyah, nyah.
That's the shark from Hanna-Barbera. I don't laugh like that.
No, that's
Jabberjaw, you uncultured
that's fucking one of
swine.
the Three Stooges.
Curly.
Just throw a body pillow at Seamus. You'll find him. You'll.
Yeah. Just do it. Okay.
Yeah, but they pillow up with Tommy.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay. I was gonna say something. You got the floor, but you just went on mute, so I'm gonna go to Kevin in the meantime.
All right.
You're still uncultured, Seamus.
Wow.
Jabberjaw.
Here is yet another thing in regards to Bulma. The thing is, I would have agreed with DTF on her had it not been known for the fact that she is, well, constant
Yes.
flirt or with just about every guy out there. And us would end up making me out to be a cheater, much like she did with Yamcha.
So keep in mind, she used to be like that. She's not anymore.
Yeah,
Remember, we're
not
taking part in
yeah, but
Z and
yeah,
Super.
but I'm
here.
yeah, and of course, it's just like her taste in men is also very questionable because one is Yamcha, the other it was a
The
genocidal
Prince of all
maniac.
Saiyans.
Yeah. So considering that, considering all of this, and the fact that she would use the Dragon Balls just to make herself look young out of pettiness, I would have to say 6 out of 10.
Oh, you're being the controversial one now. Oh la la. You're doing what I did to freaking like Android 18 until I changed my mind. Oh my shit.
Yeah, so if we give Shima shit, then we gotta give you shit, bro. She just wants to look nice for you. That's a mate. Can't even appreciate
the only thing I'll give it was when Piccolo said, "Why do you have to wish the Dragon Ball to like lose like butt fat?
and
You could
that
just do
that is
squats."
literally
That was a one
yeah,
funny
that is
line in that
literally
movie.
that is still literally
It's
the most
funny.
petty things.
It's funny.
I
It's
didn't think it was
Dragon Ball. It's funny.
Seamus, you forget that Toriyama's sense of humor is subjective.
He was like that even in early Dragon Ball. It's not,
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing's
I
changed.
realize that. I'm not a fan of. I'm not really that much of a fan of pettiness. That's when it comes to.
So
Oh,
did you
what?
hate the whole like her losing certain age amounts and Frieza losing a certain height amount because they did not make
Yes,
it up?
actually,
That was hilarious. That was so funny.
I didn't think that was a good excuse to get the Dragon Balls
That's the
involved in the
point.
plot.
That's the point. That was the whole point.
That was the humor of it. He's such an evil bastard that the only thing he wishes for is something as petty as height growth.
Look, I get
the
that
same
it's
thing for age.
Look,
That's
I get
funny.
that it's a character thing, but
Bulma
I'm
is
not
very
a
vain.
fan
That's
of
why it's
that.
funny too.
I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of
you?
what everybody else considers funny. Do
But the thing is,
excuse me.
but
You
the
see
thing is,
that?
they
Maybe
actually
next time
brought.
I
They
should keep my
actually.
taste. Maybe next time I should keep my sense of humor to myself.
Never
But
mind
the thing
flying
is,
over your head.
they
Well,
actually use the
anyways.
Dragon Balls in the plot in a convenient way and like a smart way at the end of the movie, so it wasn't just a
guys.
runaway joke.
Yeah,
they had
I
a sense
know
in the
that.
plot.
That
That wasn't even Bulma. That was
That's the
literally
point, though.
Chilai.
Anyways,
It
guys.
was the focus of the plot to get the Dragon Balls in the one plate. That's why Broly worked so well because the whole
on,
motive
guys.
was there from the
Guys.
start, for petty reasons. But it was used for a beneficial reason at the end of the movie. But we're getting sidetracked here.
Never mind flying over his head. I think the entire joke teleported the other side.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I agree. I agree.
Anyways, guys, can we keep going? Can we
The more
keep going?
you say that, the more
all
I'm
right.
convinced that you don't understand that I get the joke, but I just don't care for it.
Okay. We'll go to Subby's still muted in the moment, so we'll go to RGS right now.
I mean, to be honest, I like Bulma. Bulma's a really cool character. I like that she's a bit fucking selfish. I like when a character is a little bit selfish because, as a character, you should have some form of flaw. And I like that as Dragon Ball progresses, she becomes more confident a bit as a person. She lets out more of that anger. She eats often some of the jokes because, it's Toriyama. His humor kind of revolves around light slapstick, which is perfectly fine. I find it humorous, me personally. Sometimes it needs a bit, but I go, oh, now I get it, and I say a little chuckle. One thing I do kind of forget sometimes is that Bulma's got fucking hella patience. Like,
oh,
she does.
She does.
You have to do
Considering,
favors for Goku.
yes,
You have to make
That's
sure
as much as I
he's
don't,
got
as much as
right.
that is as much as her taste in men is one part aspect of her I question, that I do think is a somewhat admirable quality. I'm just, not really that much of a fan
Oh yeah, no, that's the
of
thing.
her
You still
overall.
be like, oh yeah,
But are
you've
you
got
just
shit.
saying?
And you got yeah.
Gizmo,
He's
go
just
sit in
saying.
the corner. Think about what you did.
He's got some
But
time to wait till we can talk, so he's in the corner as much as he wants.
But yeah, no, like her patience is kind of admirable, and it's a case where, to be honest, I would have probably be like, "God, shit, love, you fucking." I mean, shit. Could have asked me what I want for the Dragon Balls. God damn. But otherwise, yeah, she's a pretty cool character. I like her. I like her whole arc. I don't think she should have been with Goku. I think anybody that says that is a bit weird. They don't get the point. It's supposed to be friendly and kind of innocent. So, yeah.
I mean, hell, even in Super, Goku dunks on her quote unquote dirty on her saggy boobs.
And she arguably looks better than she has like in like other arcs in Z, surprisingly.
Look, it's because Goku has already been spoiled.
Chi-Chi?
Chi for a whole fucking
So Chi-Chi doesn't age. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no,
not
you
only.
forget.
Well, I mean, she does age, but
What people
By the
forget,
way,
both of them age like wine, but we'll get to that when we get to Chi-Chi. Anyway, yeah, also low DTF. I think she's a really cool character. The only thing is that some personality quirks will make me go, "Oh my god, why the fuck did I stay around?"
But that's lovers' quarrel.
That's lover's quarrel. You got to deal with that. If I'm willing to give some characters like a
Vegeta,
bit
you
of
gotta
slack.
get out of the training casual to take Trunks to the theme park because he punched you in the face that one time. Shut up, woman! I'm trying to train to be Kakarot. You promised Vegeta, and that is literally the second episode of Super. I should mention. So yeah,
No, but
she's
that's
stern when it
respectable.
comes to her.
That's just saying something for your way. And I fucking respect that straight up. You should keep that same energy, love.
by the way, Gizmo. By the way, I'm not since shame that Gizmo's on mute because I would have told him that I'm currently playing as this Usagi Yojimbo in TMNT in the TMNT Shredder's Revenge game.
Well, I'm glad that your
Where's
focus
the
is.
advertisement where
I'm glad that your focus is clearly on the waifu wars, my man.
Where's the advertisement where the fucking Shredder voice actor from that advertisement says
Okay, I'm back.
Usagi
Can I
Yojimbo?
do my Bulma take?
Yeah, okay,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Oh, yeah, we've been waiting. We've been waiting
Back
on you
on.
as
Sorry,
well.
I had to mute
Okay.
because I was coughing a lot. So basically, I really liked her in the original Dragon Ball. I think even though she was kind of a hothead at times, I think she was a relatively decent character. She was good in the beginning of Dragon Ball, but I personally feel like in the recent iterations of Dragon Ball, they kind of make her into like some kind of weird psycho bitch, which I don't really like personally. They make her like just a weirdo. I don't know how to say it. But overall, I kind of understand why grown man would be obsessed with this blue hair fuckhead, and I can relate to that. So I would put her somewhere on probably the Hello Nurse, but yeah, that's my take on Bulma, my hot take. Also, I like her with
fair.
long hair. She looks like a lesbian with short hair.
I'm either or. She looks a lot better than she did when she had to cut her hair for fucking the astronaut journey in Namek. We can all agree with that.
What, that one? That was okay.
She was way better before.
Don't
She only
do
she
anything.
for this entire trip.
But I just don't like her hair short. It's like really weird.
Yeah,
Also,
but
I don't
in
like
Super
her
they make it
super
work well.
design. I don't like it with the scarf thing. I personally don't like that.
I kind of like that, but it's a
I
personal
missed it when
preference.
she had just her hair just down more because I think she looks more pretty. Same with Chi-Chi. I don't know. I just like it when bitches get their hair down.
Yeah, we'll get
exactly.
to Chi-Chi in a bit. So would you be surprised that you were not the most controversial opinion in that subject? Surprisingly,
Probably not, because I know a lot of people obsess over Dragon Ball. They think it's like
But-
cocaine or something like that. They just
no,
store it up.
but I mean that Kevin actually thinks that he rates her worse than you did.
What?
Yeah, Kevin thinks that Bulma's a 6 out of 10 compared to what you give her.
Wait. Who he thinks she's better than?
No, he
no,
thinks
I
that
think
Bulma
she's-
is worse than where you put her, essentially.
I mean, is it because of her voice actor? Because if it is,
No, it's not because
No,
of
I
her voice
actually
actor.
meant no. If it were entirely the case, then that would mean Tiffany Vollmer never voiced her.
But that's petty, honestly. Anyways, we're getting
big
sidetracked,
whoop.
but honestly, I think Bulma deserves next to Chi-Chi and Videl. I
you
think
again.
Bulma deserves the most time to talk about in Dragon Ball. But Jarrett, your thoughts on blue-haired Bulma, please.
Completely overrated. Doesn't do anything for me.
Ooh.
I'd rather not go to jail. Thanks.
Ouch.
But
Huh.
she's like a legal woman. She's not even breaking the law. She's like
I don't care. I don't
breaking the
like it.
law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
With how much bullshit that happens in
Feels like a
Dragon
thief,
Ball,
but
I
she's
think
all
Bulma would
hate,
find a way to get you
a
in prison somehow.
woman.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
messing second date material.
You had me going there, Jared. Honestly.
Oh wait, hold
Is
on.
it-
I almost forgot. Why do I care about seeing her dirty old fanny?
Hey! That's a reference to the thing.
Yeah, but no, in all seriousness, she Bulma's pretty fine. I like her. She's good. The blue hair, short blue hair, fat ass, sure. Afro, sure. Not prejudiced. You know what? Fuck it.
Oh, that
Hello,
after looks
nurse.
good. Oh, okay. So second date to Hello Nurse. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Like I said, like she's got like aesthetics to please anybody. Honestly, that's
Also,
her
she made
appeal as well.
Vegeta a bitch. 10 out of
Exactly.
10. You know what? Hold
So
on,
yeah.
hold on. Just for that alone, since she made Vegeta a bitch, DTF.
Damn! Oh, we're
Yeah,
raising,
yeah.
we're raising them. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Y'all
So
are
you only got
simps.
you rate her 6 out of 10. You have no good taste in women.
You
Anyways,
haven't seen me simping yet. Let's go.
I've simped this
Seamus,
evening. I've simped this
you s-
evening.
you
I've
simped
said this
hard for you simped hard for a character originally created for a fighting game. I don't want to
because
hear how I have a bad
because it was
taste in women.
because it was a great fighting game and she was a great character. So I simp for people who
And
deserve it.
I
your
sent for
point,
Felicia.
I simp for
Exactly. You
characters
said
that
for
are worth a damn.
way to undermine my thoughts.
You
Anyways,
sent for a
uh,
character whose only good thing was her back muscle.
Tarvok, thoughts on
No.
Bulma?
So she's like right on the fence between upper second date material and lower Hello Nurse.
If you were to pick between the two, which would you go for? Because your vote counts for
So
this.
I think it would probably be 3 dates, and then we would see whether it's
So I'm guessing
a
Hello Nurse because
compatibility.
you go.
So
I'm guessing you're saying Hello Nurse because it goes beyond second date. Am I right? If I'm wrong, please tell me.
yeah, put it in lower Hello Nurse
Okay, all
for
right,
me.
that's fair enough, man. Last but not least, Gizmo, are you still in the house
I've been
like
in the house,
Corey?
man. I've been in here.
Yeah, okay, all right.
He's been in that corner.
Your take on Bulma.
I don't think anybody has any objections when I say that she's the most, if not one of the most iconic female characters in Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball franchise. Am I right?
Yeah, no, she is the
Yeah,
first and the
I'd say
best.
D personally.
Right. And she has grown as a character, and I don't think anybody can disagree with that either. Even if she does still go back to one or two of her little antics when she was like what, a teenager, like 13, 14.
She was like 16, I think, or something like
16.
that when she
Okay.
met Goku.
Well, I can't really tell because the
I
size.
can't remember. I can't remember either, honestly.
Well,
But
not that
that's
I don't
beside the
remember.
point.
It's just I can't tell because Goku was smaller than the rest, despite being almost the same
Oh
age.
yeah, he was like tiny until like he was like when he was 15, like in the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai, he was still the same height he was at the start of the
Yeah.
series.
It wasn't until like 1 or 2 years later he decided to
When he
just
was like
become
18,
short.
yeah, like he just
Yeah.
had a growth spurt. Yeah,
I think. Oh man, I think this is a start. This is like this is comparing apple. I can't. I'm not can't say comparing apples to oranges. That's a little. This is like comparing.
Straw man.
It's like
This
comparing melons to melons.
This no. Well, I can't say that either because both the Android and Bulma got melons. Hey,
Oh, which
okay,
android? We talk about two of them.
exactly.
Comparing King.
No, but for real, I think it's kind of unfair. Here's the thing: Bulma has been around here just as long as Chi Chi has, and they were both
Actually, she's been around longer than Chi Chi, if you could believe it, by a few
right.
chapters.
Right,
Yep.
and if anything, I can. Okay, let me just put this out of the way since someone brought it, because I think it was Lizzie that brought it up, or maybe it was Mono. I don't remember. Uh, I can see why would rather have Goku with Bulma. I just don't see. I just don't see. I just don't see it. I can
The
see
ship doesn't
why
make sense.
anybody. Yeah, I can see why anybody else would want it. I just don't see it in my perspective. He's fine with Chi-Chi, even if Chi-Chi's not fine with Goku at times. But that out of the way, Bulma, I feel like I gotta be. I feel like I gotta be very, very careful around her because
These donuts are
he
great.
was with,
Jelly filled are my favorite.
Bulma was with Yamcha, and Yamcha
Jelly
wasn't like
donut.
a slacker or anything. He was a martial artist that got out of living from out that got out of living from the fucking desert and is now living in like the cities, towns. You know, he became
He was a professional baseball player.
He was a professional baseball player.
Well, like
baseball
keep in mind,
star.
he used his the reason he became a professional baseball player was because he used the training he got from the Turtle Hermit, Roshi,
Roshi.
to use his extra strength to become a better baseball player. And yet, ironically, you know, he's got that fame and nothing else at this point, sadly.
No, but here's the thing. Why would Bulma move away from that to Vegeta? Now, I can see why in some
Because
cases, maybe
Yamcha.
Well, okay. In that case, she housed Vegeta. Like, I'll be right back. I'll go to the bathroom real quick. So make your case,
the
goes
guns.
and I'll be right. No, I'm not dumping. I'll be right back in like
Take
2
your
minutes.
computer with you.
Take the computer with him.
Yeah, take your computer with you, you hoe. No,
Time
but
to take a piss.
Time to piss. No, but for real, Bulma. It's just that I get that Bulma took care of Vegeta and slowly she fell for him. But here's the thing: Vegeta was still a pretty big prick and was still set on getting the Dragon Balls to, do evil Saiyan shit at the time. While Yamcha is right there in the afterlife, waiting to be brought back to the living, hoping that Bulma would welcome him with open arms. And what does he get? What does he see when he goes to Bulma's house? Vegeta right there wearing human clothing.
To be fair,
Okay.
Yamcha is a better womanizer after he got that fame. So to be honest, I would have rather picked Vegeta than Yamcha.
Say that again. I can't hear you.
Mind after Yamcha.
Yamcha was retconned into being a womanizer for Z. Even the voice actor for Yamcha, who had from the series, was like, "Yeah, no, this is dumb." But then they were just like, "Go for it." They were just like, "You know what?" But they were like, "Look, just go with it, okay?"
And I'm okay. So I'm not the only one who thinks that it's dumb that he became a womanizer.
And I'm not talking about Chris Sabat. I'm talking about Yamcha's Seiyu, who from the original Japanese version.
It's still dumb that he went to a womanizer from a guy who couldn't even speak to a fucking woman outside of Bulma, though.
Yeah, no, it's dumb, but unfortunately, we gotta acknowledge that. If at least with Vegeta, there's some supposed like loyalty.
What dramas have I missed?
How they turned Yamcha from a shy motherfucker who couldn't talk to anyone outside of Bulma to a womanizer.
Yeah, well, like Bulma was the first woman he saw, like in the wild, so like it made sense, like he was introduced to women through Bulma because he was a mountain bandit at the time. And why are we talking about Yamcha? We're supposed to be talking about Bulma again.
A man bandit.
I bring this up because it didn't look. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. Yamcha didn't go with anybody behind Bulma's back. Am I right?
Yeah, and Bulma kept on flirting with almost every guy that she's seen.
Okay, and Yamcha was pretty much trying to do everything within his power to be with Bulma, right? Stay with Bulma. Okay,
in
so
the original Dragon Ball, yes, and then she wanted to be with Yamcha, like in Dragon Ball Z, but we all know what happened there.
Yeah, he died, and then Bulma decided Vegeta was better.
Because she housed Vegeta because they warped to Earth at that point. So and then she fell infatuated with him during the time skip from the Android Saga at that point.
Right. So then,
what's to stop
Bulma from doing that same shit if I happen to die and they're gathering the Dragon Balls?
Well, are you a baseball star who was a mountain bandit who just happened to see her like topless one time?
Do you know what I'm going to do?
But you see what I'm going with, right?
Like, I'm going to wish upon the Dragon Balls using the Dragon Ball radar that Bulma has built, and I'm going to wish to become
for Bulma's panties
stronger than the strongest Saiyan.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going for.
And for the ability to surpass any limits.
About her dirty old panties.
She's not the kind of woman to wait. I get why she wouldn't want to, put up with anybody's shit, especially if it's the womanizing type. But Yamcha was not that. They literally retconned that into the Dragon Ball series, not out.
Yeah, into Super. Yes, I agree with you because he was very awkward around women in the original Dragon Ball, like obscenely so.
Yeah, so then it makes no sense. Okay, yeah, it might make sense if we had some context, like maybe there was like some episodes where he's
essentially he was like a mountain bandit shelter. He didn't see any people, regardless of like gender, for ages because the only interaction he had was with Poor in the original Dragon
Dude.
Ball, at least. No,
Yeah,
shut up. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Like
War,
the
tell him
social
Bulma.
the social
I get what
interaction
you're
with
saying.
Poor.
I get what you're saying. I just thought it'd be pretty funny, but I get what you're saying. But
Big
here's
boom boom.
But here's the thing though. Like I said, Bulma's not the type of woman to wait. So what if I die, or what if I'm in like a training journey?
That's exactly what
without-
happened with
don't know.
Frieza with Frieza and like because like he was still dead, I believe, when
He was
when
still
Vegeta
dead
came
for a
back
while
to
until they
Earth.
found the Dragon
Yeah.
Balls. So why the hell would I? So why would I trust Bulma to wait for me? For all we know, she's gonna house another. For all we know, it's gonna happen all over again. I'm dead. She happens to find a sand. That's I don't know. Maybe it is
It
Vegeta
kind
or
of
not.
like reminds me of that one clip from Dragon Ball Z Abridged where she cries into Roshi's arms like, "Oh, Yamcha, no, I was saving myself for him."
Bullshit.
And then Roshi's like, "Bullshit."
Yeah, that's bullshit.
He smells it. If he smells it, it is bullshit.
You don't know how patient I can be.
How does it feel in my dick? No, okay.
Again,
So,
the best part of that whole Future Trunks arc, honestly, with Roshi. But again, I think we're like, why are we talking about Yamcha when we should be talking about Bulma?
I was
honestly?
trying to make the point that Bulma is not the type of woman to wait and will easily cast someone aside if she's not with the loved one for long. Because if you haven't noticed, Vegeta has been staying with Bulma and going with Bulma
All right.
almost everywhere.
In that defense, Yamcha was dead, and they decided to bring back Piccolo first with the Dragon Balls, and they had to wait a year before that because of the Purunga Dragon Balls because they were 3 wishes there, so they had to prioritize getting Piccolo alive and then to Namek, and
Okay,
they
but
couldn't
how?
wish they couldn't wish for a third wish because Guru died, so they couldn't actually
Counterpoint
wish
to
for the third
that,
wish.
how long? Counterpoint to that, how long did Bulma wait when Vegeta came back to find Bulma with a bebe?
Okay, it was 3
think it was
years
like-
between it was 3 years like when the end of the Namek saga started there. And remember, the Dragon Balls only restore once per year, and they prioritized getting some of their friends back. Like for they wanted to get Goku. They got like I remember they actually brought the Dragon Balls back. They wished Krillin with his soul back from Namek specifically because remember they couldn't actually bring his body back because his body was like lost there. So they actually had to wait because remember the Namekians brought back Purunga with them at the end of the Namek saga. They brought Krillin back first as a priority, and they tried to bring Goku back, but it was revealed he was
still
alive
alive.
because the thing is like in the Dragon Ball world, your soul and body are separate, and considering Krillin's body was destroyed on Namek, they had to bring both his soul and his body back to Earth in order to revive him properly because of Purunga's 3 wish rule, and they wanted to bring Goku back.
Is that whole
I'm
aspect?
overcomplicating it, but I'm explaining it to Gizmo
I
because
get
it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still doesn't change the fact that Bulma did all of this. If anything, because of this, I have to make sure I don't go anywhere outside of fucking Earth or Capsule Corp for that matter. I have to make sure I train with the fucking same Saiyans that tried to blow up the fucking Earth to begin with, and I have to make sure I get at least one wish out of those Dragon Balls to keep me in peak physical condition.
Question: Are we
Hey,
talking about the
Vegeta,
Dragon Balls?
this is what you
pre
sound
or
like.
are we
Either.
talking about the Dragon Balls pre or post?
I mean, it would have to be post,
Dende,
wouldn't it?
because Dende actually after the Dragon Balls he powered them with 3 wishes after that.
Either.
Are we don't?
Either.
Well, 2 wishes and then it became 3
You know,
wishes.
whether I'm in high school and I meet up with Bulma or I'm an adult and I meet up with Bulma, either way, I have to make at least one wish so I can make sure that I survive long enough that Bulma won't have to wait a fucking year for me.
Oh my god!
Oh,
You're
a
spending
mama's
long. You're
boy?
spending.
I'll be
You're
your
spending
mommy.
longer trying to. You're spending longer justifying Bulma's
Okay.
position than I did explaining Bulma's
Okay.
character.
Okay,
That's
let me
fine.
just end this right here.
Please do.
Okay, let me please, yeah, because I
We're
like how
not going to
people-
spend nearly. We're not
okay,
going to spend nearly as long as Cauliflower should mention.
We're not
So,
going to.
please.
Yeah, that's not that it's a good or bad thing, but I'm just saying I'm not going to.
One
But
more thing.
uh,
Oh, a mama's boy. I'll be your mommy.
Yeah, he literally tried hitting on her. She unknowingly tried hitting on her own son from the future.
Oh my
You
god,
need
I
to be
solicited my
stopped!
son for sex.
They predicted a future anime. No, but for real. Okay, to end this though, Bulma always looks good no matter how many times she changes her design. And while she has grown as a person, she will once in a while go back to her go back to her old ways, whether it be the end of the world scenario or for something as petty as I don't know, fucking you think I'm thinking of flirting with a bunch of other girls at once. And the positives, other positives though, yeah, she is rich, and when she's loyal, she's loyal. I just have to make sure I don't fucking die. So if anything, second date material.
Fair enough. That was like
Hey,
a long roundabout way to say that.
Hey, Shenron,
So-
can I get that thing that the Saiyans have that they get stronger every time they get beat up?
So you just want
There.
that transcends your race.
There, problem solved.
I just need to get that wish, and then there you go. But I have to look for the fucking Dragon Balls. Make
I,
sure
however, can change
you're
your
with-
race from
you're with-
Caucasian to Asian
with
if you
Bulma.
would so desire.
You're with Bulma. She has the fucking radar.
Okay.
Like,
I
yeah.
still gotta make sure I don't die.
Okay, all right. Outside of potential Zenkai boost bullshit that you want to potentially get involved with here, because apparently you want to fornicate with Bulma so much that you want to almost die so you can actually become more powerful. Apparently,
I have to go through that, sure, but the thing is, why should I have to go through all that? I'm not
I'm
gonna go
joking
through
here.
all that.
I'm joking here. That's not
I'm
how
not gonna go
Zenkai
through
boosts
You
work.
brought it up, ho!
All right. Okay. So we got 5 and down to fuck, 3 in sorry, no, 2 in Hello Nurse, 1 in Second Date, and 1 in 6 out of 10. So I'm thinking a low to mid devastation through fornication for Bulma. What are you guys thinking?
Fair.
Yeah, that
Fine.
should be fine.
Might want to put it right next to. Well, okay, maybe a little lower than that. No,
Wait.
no, not above any of them. Not above any of those Devil May Cry girls.
Well, we got like
No.
5 in DTF, keep in mind, but we also got some lower ones there. So
Below Jinx. Below
which one was Jinx again?
The one in the orange leotard.
I forget. She's
That
the
one,
one with the
yeah.
animal
Fix
powers.
it.
Anyone?
Yeah,
Everyone
she's
else
the one
agree?
with animal
Anyone else
powers.
agree with that?
Vixen.
Vixen.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah,
I meant Vixen. Yeah, I meant Vixen.
I
my
mean,
bad.
she has like
Alright.
15. She has 15 times the personality of Halibel. So you know what? I'll take it.
Also,
anyways.
Vixen's a
You
supermodel.
only say that just because
She has no personality. She has underboob but nothing else. Anyways,
Oh,
You say
you
that
say that
despite
again.
me.
no, I'm not saying it
I mean, it's
despite you.
sadly
I'm
true.
saying it's because it's true.
He had a
Who
interesting
are you
backstory
talking
that we
about?
didn't
Who,
see.
who are you talking about?
Halibel has nothing but. Halibel has like Bulma has 10 times the personality of Halibel from Bleach because she's got
And
no
yet-
underboob.
Are
and
you,
nothing else.
are you fucking talking about Bleach versus DBZ still?
Because Halibel's
Yeah,
been rated under there.
Anyways.
Yes.
Anyways, guys,
All
who's
right.
next?
All right,
We
next
talked
up,
about the girl
latest
who-
characters in
all right,
Dragon Ball
all right.
Super.
Next, we have a character who is gonna take far less time to explain to Bulma because she
Girl
has
who
nowhere near.
ruined Power Scale in
No,
Dragon Ball Super.
We will get. We are not basing it off how she ruined Dragon
Roshi
Ball canon.
Klein.
We are doing it based off her character. So this is Caulifla from Dragon Ball Super. So for those of you who
Who
don't
is
know,
one of the blandest
Caulifla-
characters in that
No,
universe.
she's not.
Can I finish, please?
Let him
We'll
finish.
get- Okay, so Caulifla is a Universe 6 Saiyan. So as we know, Universe 7 and 6 in the Dragon Ball cosmology are mirror alternate versions of each other.
Right.
So Planet Zadala was kept intact, was not destroyed by like a Frieza alternative, and
Yeah,
they have
can't
been
show
shown
that
to be
one.
like a
My
lot
husband did.
like skinnier and leaner
one's slow quality.
towards that, and have yet to awaken any kind of like legendary Super Saiyan-esque power that it may have been perceived.
At least
And
until
Cauli-
Kaba entered the Universe 6 versus 7 tournament.
Can I please get to this? Caulifla wasn't even introduced to them. So Caulifla was like the leader of a gang of other like rogue Saiyans at that point, and Kaba was like an underling to her in a way. And he instinctively taught her how to use the Super Saiyan transformation and completely ruined the entire point of Super Saiyan entirely. It was a back tingle the whole time, but that's beside the point. What about Caulifla as a character? Well, first off, she doesn't wear a shirt. so she immediately gets 10 points just off that alone. And she has
And
like
you
baggy
said
like
Holly
pants, like
Bell was pointless.
Evan,
she's not
stop
trying.
being open and just let him finish.
But the thing
Let him
about the
let him cook.
okay, she doesn't wear a shirt, much like another
Let him
character in
cook.
Dragon Ball that I'll get to. She also is very
Open.
fight heavy an aspect. She wants to like fight people there, like another person involved. She has black hair, and she's also a prodigy in her Saiyan race, much like another character that we know. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to say it as it straight up as a fact. Caulifla is the Rule 63 version of Goku, meaning that she is literally the Universe 6 Saiyan version of Goku. Like 1-to-1. She loves to eat. She loves to fight. She loves to train. She loves to get more powerful than someone else above. She wants to try and beat everyone else around her. She is Goku without the Y chromosome, essentially. She is literally just Goku.
You could just
I
say
would
Goku
argue
with
Is
tits.
Goku without the brain hemorrhaging.
the thing is, I could argue that Caulifla is more intelligent than Goku, but that's not. I don't know if I'd agree with that because he's a martial arts genius, even if he's a fucking idiot. Whereas Caulifla is a lot more like immature in regards to her brawler fighting style. I don't know for sure. But the thing about this is like when I saw Caulifla, like I loved her design. Like, she is like Broly-esque hair without needing to like flaunt that there. She had a no nonsense attitude. She took no shit from Kaba, who literally got bitch slapped by Vegeta like in the arc 2 arcs prior. But I feel like she's kind of bait because the thing about this, unfortunately, just like what Shamba was saying, I need more Saiyans, and they put more Saiyans into the story, even though the Saiyans in Dragon Ball are the equivalent to the Uchihas in Naruto. They're the scapegoats to get people involved further in the story. They did it in the new Naruto game. They're going to put a new Saiyan like Charlotte in the like mobile RPG. It's true because Saiyans sell more copies of things. It's true, and they added more Saiyans into Dragon Ball Super because it was more marketable, and Caulifla was essentially female Goku, and it worked. It worked because she was literally like that, but she was like more head brash without the experience of Goku, and it worked. Yeah, but I can't deny, like, I do like Caulifla a lot as a character because she is Rule 63 Goku, but she has some intelligence,
Just say
and
Goku
she's
with
a bit
tits.
brash. I'm sorry, man. I
Goku
have to be
with
I have to be
titties.
specific.
Fair.
So, but for me, you have to think about this. It's Goku with tits, if I want to go by Jared's description. And Goku with tits would be hell to live with because she'd want to fight and nothing else. But based off the fact that she led a group of
Just saying
like
women in
gang members,
general.
given that she wanted to live like she like raised a gang in general, she's be super hard to live with. She's like a rebellious nature in general. The only way you'd be able to get her respect is if you could beat her up in a fight. And considering her that she's a Saiyan prodigy, essentially, because she learned Super Saiyan off the bat, good luck, my friend. Good luck. So for me, and given her abrasive attitude and the fact that she would only respect people stronger than her, it's a strong second date for me for Caulifla. All right, so we'll go to Alex next for Universe 6's saying here. We'll get to the other one after Chi-Chi, but,
Okay, so assuming
big
that the
stuff.
rules apply universally for Saiyans, not only do they get stronger every time they lose, I presume the cooch also gets tighter every time you fuck it.
Nope, nope,
So,
nope. Get rid of that.
We
Get rid of that.
we
Which
don't
one?
know that,
Oh,
all right?
shit.
We
Sorry.
don't know. We don't know.
that
Universe
that that
6
that that
runs
that
under
that, that,
entirely different laws, honestly.
that is not relevant to to the joke I'm trying to make here. So I'm presuming that the cooch gets tighter every time you fuck it. I'm presuming that I also have access
Yes,
to
you're.
the Dragon Balls, considering this is the Dragon Ball universe. So I'm going to wish myself like I said, had the ability to get stronger every time I get beaten up, which is something that I just need in general, well, because that'd be fucking amazing. But
You want to be a
actually,
sexual Saiyan, we understand.
anyways, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, she's pretty good. I'd put her in Hello Nurse.
So what you're
Okay, fair
saying
enough.
is that you want
I've got balls of steel.
Yep. In other words, you're gonna need to go against
I'm
Caulifla
going
because
to
she
need
needs
What's her
that.
name? What's her name again? Seamus.
Caulifla.
Caulifla.
I'm just gonna
No.
call her Kev. Is that okay? I'm just gonna call her Kev.
Now,
Call her
there's a
whatever the fuck
Kev-
you
Kev-
call
Kev
her
is a-
Jeff. Call her Jeff. Whatever
Okay,
the fuck you
alright,
want.
Kev is a different character.
Whatever. I'll just call her female Goku since that's the
That's
whole
exactly
meme.
what she is. She is exactly. She's Goku.
My
She
problem with her
absolutely
is that she's very boring in my opinion, and she's really pandering to like more Saiyans. It's literally like the whole.
like I said. Yeah,
It's
it absolutely is.
I don't really like the fact that they add more Saiyans because I always like the idea of Saiyans being like unique and rare. So having like more Saiyans and that's one of my it's mainly my gripe about Dragon Ball Z Super or whatever is that there's so many fucking Saiyans. So
I agree.
I would put her in Run for the Hills because she's a schizo and I don't like her.
Ooh.
Also,
She's
Goku totally owned that bitch with that Kamehameha. Not gonna lie, that shit
yeah.
was funny.
Well, her
That
and
was
Kale.
yeah. That was Kefla. There's a difference.
Whatever, fucking same character, like fucking whatever.
It is
Bring
not the
that
same
What
character. It's a
Well,
What,
one
Patara
was
half
it
of
like a
the main
fusion form
character.
of them or something? I don't
It's a,
fucking know.
yeah, it was
It's the
Kefla.
Katara fusion.
I
Yeah,
should mention
yeah.
we do not
He
have
owned
Kefla
half of
because
her.
I'm not including. Yeah, we're not putting Kefla in because
Yeah,
we're not putting
that's my hot
fusions in.
take. She's lame.
All right, fair enough. Run to the hills because you don't like strong women, I guess. Fair enough.
Hey, hold on. Don't you even start, motherfucker.
Hold on,
There's
I
a
gotta take
difference
piss.
between
Be
strong
right
characters
back.
and it's just pandering. She's literally
No,
pandering to like she is.
No, I agree. She is pandering.
I
I
can
agree
tell
with
you a bunch of
I
strong
agree.
female characters I like. She
I
ain't one of
agree
them,
she's pandering.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I
Alright?
agree that Caulifla's pandering. I agree with you. Anyways,
We
You
get
know,
on with it,
here's
please.
the irony. If they'd actually bothered to have like the kids of the main characters grow up, they could have had a character like this be an adult by the time of Super. So,
but they didn't do that
yeah.
because they kept Goten and Trunks the same age they were at the end of Z.
Well,
Unfortunately,
not
until
well, no, well, the
Until
same height,
superheroes.
but they end up having that growth spurt bull crap that Goku and Gohan went through.
I suppose, but he was a full Saiyan, so it's not really okay. Beside the point, Kevin, you got the floor. Your thoughts on Caulifla?
She's overrated as fuck. She didn't deserve the Super Saiyan transformation. I don't care how much of a lesbo she is. That would imply she had a quote unquote sexy face. And don't tell me it's not obvious. There are many interactions between her and Kale that would suggest otherwise.
Hell, plus Caulifla equals
And
marriage.
and her aesthetics, she's not exact. Though I would normally be into the midriff as seen with characters like Halle Bell and whatnot. Unfortunately, her midriff doesn't leave much to look at. She's kind of boring, being aesthetic wise.
I thought
As
that was
character
harsh on
According to
him,
wise,
but
Seamus, you don't
character
like
wise,
strong women.
character wise, she
yeah,
is literally
apparently
she is as Seamus described, Rule 63 Goku.
she
So
is.
and her character is literally rushed right out the window. And by the way, Seamus, Kaba didn't actually work for her. He was part of the Sadala police force. So
Oh,
if
I
anything,
forgot about it. Thank you, thank you,
yeah.
thank you.
So if anything, he would be the type of person he'd have to arrest.
Fair enough. Okay, I didn't remember that point. So fair enough. She was like
Don't worry.
she was a rebel there.
I
Yeah.
was going to correct you, but then you told me that I should just let you talk and whatnot.
No, no, it's fair, but I appreciate the correction there.
And the thing is that at yeah, at the fact that she just gets Super Saiyan without any emotional character growth or whatnot,
Yeah,
just
it's such
really
bullshit.
diminishes her value. So especially in comparison to say someone like Bulma and whatnot.
Even Kaba, for
Or
fuck's sake, if you want to
yeah,
use the
Kaba
same
at least
universe.
had actual character and was, somewhat endearing
I'm
to
back.
us as a person. And he
Hey,
earned that Super Saiyan transformation, and Vegeta made sure or that and Vegeta made sure that he got that far.
But okay, your thoughts on Caulifla in general? Like, you've
Unfortunately,
made your
Caulifla is friend zone.
That's a fair point. You know, that's fair
Harder
enough.
than I expected.
Because I don't like characters like this. And sure, get on me for liking the liking the certain characters that we've talked about that are supposedly blander than
Oh no,
Blander,
cauliflower is kind of bland.
they at least have actual aesthetics and plot us in regards to those Bleach characters. There's at least some strong thematic elements to them as a whole, whereas Cauliflower, um, as we have said several times, full 63 Goku without any of the nuance or character development. So
None
yeah,
of us compared her to a Bleach character, but okay, that's fair enough.
no, I'm saying that
Or
based
charm.
on the fact that we've discussed, based on the fact that we kept bringing that up in this conversation,
You
that's
and
why it
mean,
came up.
RGS, your thoughts on cauliflower? Have you actually watched Dragon Ball Super? Because it feels like you're too good for it. Honestly.
Yeah, I did. I seen like the anime. I read a little bit of the manga. I know these characters because they were, popular
Isn't
at the
it
time.
ass, bro?
It's ass,
Is
yes.
Kinda,
Doesn't
I'm
yeah.
glad we
matter
all
how,
agree upon that.
doesn't matter how much good supposed solid animation you give it, it's still gonna be shit from top to bottom.
The
No.
music and voice
If
acting
it's
were
got good
great
It
though.
just
animation,
adds too
it's
much
got good
unnecessary
animation.
bullshit.
Yes, it does, Subby. That we can agree on.
That's
Base.
the thing. If it's got good animation, it's got good animation, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna be fully ingratiated into it. I'm just gonna think,
Yeah,
oh wow, you got good animation. That's
You know
shit.
what? I'd
That's just
rather
the
watch
way.
the Bleach filler arcs than watch Dragon Ball
These
Super.
the bastards who made like like Dragon Ball.
Oh shit!
The
That's not even
bastards who made
joking.
the bastards who made Dragon Ball Super tried to Dragon Ballify One Piece with their auras and like dashing and shit like
The
that.
fucking what now?
Yeah, like they added like Dragon Ballification to One Piece. I'm not even kidding.
That's
I mean,
way.
well, that's One Piece. Like,
But it's from the same animation studio, so it's applicable.
well, that's One
From the
Piece.
same, but it's.
We
Do you remember
get
Luffy
on to
like
the damn
powering up like
bland character already.
okay,
Let's
okay,
get
please.
on
Like,
with
Yes, I remember in
we're-
episode 625 when he did that.
okay, he did. He was not Gear Fourth then. Anyways, moving on from there. Okay, all right, let's moving on from there.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. Like, art
I'm
nerd a
killing
little bit.
Subby here.
If Kaba is supposed to be Universe 6 Vegeta, and he at least looks it, where
he
the
is,
fuck
yeah.
is the comparison for Goku? The what? Oh yeah, they got trousers. Okay, and that's it? Just got fucking trousers? Just got fucking trousers. Okay, cool. Cool beans. At least
Hammer
fucking
pants.
Tail looks like the alternate Broly. At least they had design shit that made you think, oh, that's like Broly. That's kind of cool.
You mean
Obviously, it
like
doesn't
from
mean
the movie? You mean specifically?
Oh no, I mean like Kale has comparisons to original Broly, but even then they
Yeah,
still have
that's what I mean. Like from the movie, because Dragon Ball Super Broly wasn't even like a thing at the time.
Yeah, nah, like the original Z Broly. Like
We'll
it
get
was
to
hints
Kale.
of,
We'll
like,
get to Kale after Chi Chi, because I think we'll get
we'll
to
get to
Kale.
Kale later. But my point
Surprised we're
is
not doing
she
those
doesn't
two at
have
the
a
same
very
time, but alright then.
Yeah, but I think we're doing this alphabetically after all. Remember?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but still.
My-
I feel like
my
in this
issue
case, it
is-
would have worked if they were both in one, as one entry, because it's like fire and ice. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, no. I think we have to treat these characters as separate entities. Honestly,
Yeah,
to be
I
fair.
know, but still, doing them both side by side.
I think you do have to acknowledge the both of them, but you need to also acknowledge how they are like
Yeah, exactly.
else.
So, but
That's
back to
my
your
whole-
thoughts on cauliflower, though, like RGS.
My whole thing is just design wise, you should have had more to lend to the fact this is female Goku. I think you should have owned it. Just own it. You do shittily if you don't own it. You might as well just own it and make the best of it. And while she's got an okay kind of like idea and vibe, I'm fine with the idea of Rule 63 Goku. It's the issue is that she doesn't really have anything to ingratiate me towards her, because at least Kaba had something different from Vegeta, and at least had something different as a whole. He was police, whereas Vegeta was a fucking like an enforcer for a loan shark. To put it like fucking.
Well, he was
most
the last Prince of the Saiyans who was forced into
Last
like
Prince of the Saiyans,
becoming
yes,
a loan
but
shark. Yeah, he was forced into
a
that
loan
position.
shark for Frieza. Yeah, So it's like a nice comparison. So I guess biker to martial arts.
Because like Frost was like a usurper allegedly of planets, but he was like forcing wars upon himself to like rectify them to make him the better person. Frost, right? He
Yeah,
was just
he
as
was
evil as
doing the
Frieza
Metal Gear
was.
Solid.
It
He
was
was
it
doing
was
the
like
Metal
a
Gear
it was
Solid.
like yeah it was so it's
I
like
wish that
you know it's
Frost
not
had
like
that had a bit more nuance going for him, other than he's this universe's Frieza.
Oh
Like
yeah
it
yeah,
would
it's
have
but
been
that's not
better
a
if
what
he
shame.
were a
all had.
genuine good guy, as opposed to being as much of a deceptive bastard
Here,
as Frieza.
here's a crazy thought. What if crazy fan theory? What if Hit is the Universe 6 version of Tao Pai Pai?
Huh.
You know, I actually would have been cool with
believe
that.
That would be interesting but that would imply Tao was ever, good.
But he was he was like a legendary assassin, just like
By that
Hit.
I mean good at this point in time, not before, because Tao used to be awesome. Because remember, he deflected a fucking bullet with his slipper.
And he also killed
Yeah.
someone with his tongue, and he was able to
Yeah,
transport with
he
just a
killed
bullet.
he killed a previously powerful villain, and from the Red Ribbon arc with his fucking tongue.
So like like I'm just thinking. Okay, we're sidetracking on more interesting concepts here. So we're talking about like Rule 63 Goku here.
That's you've ultimately just got to my issue. There's nothing really interesting about Cauliflower by herself in comparison to Hit, Kaba, hell, even Kale. Kale at least had something. Cauliflower, other than just, oh, I guess she's got titties and ass and she's female Goku and she's got
She
like an
doesn't even have
okay
that much
interest.
ass, honestly.
No,
No,
she
she does not
doesn't.
have that much ass.
She doesn't have any muscle. Well,
That's
she's
all.
just
That's all. Kale's like stock and
yeah.
trade.
And here's the thing.
Fusion.
And here's the thing. In manga version of Kaba, at least gives him muscle on his legs.
To be honest, I just think you should have just given them like more muscle. If you want to imply that they're more lean,
Yeah.
just do
I
like
mean, you did get
That's
more
exactly
muscle
what the
when he
grades of Super Saiyan were
transforms.
doing, right? If they were supposed to be
yeah.
like the the grades like the Super Saiyan like, implied, but again, maybe Toriyama forgot like everything else.
Well, no, it's
Oh,
not
you mean
just that Toriyama forgot. It was
Because like
just like
freaking
more
yeah,
because like
like
freaking like
muscle
Kale
for
went Super
people.
Saiyan 2, like no problem. Same with Kaba, by the way. They went Super Saiyan 2 like it was no issue. The grades have
yeah.
no
She
Nah,
literally
like
apparently
no issue
found
there.
Super Saiyan 2 by
It's so
accident.
it's such bullshit, honestly.
Remember
Like
how
the
difficult
scaling
it
in
was to
Super
go
Saiyan
Super
6.
Saiyan in the Dragon Ball Z?
Exactly. Yeah,
Super
I guess
Saiyan
exactly.
that's I
Bark
guess
and
that's
Bin
thrown out the
Sale.
window.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because
It's
there was that whole
practicals.
thing
Super
about how
Saiyan Bark and Bin Sale.
like Super
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan fucking bargain
Super
sale.
Saiyan was still
Anyway,
a
yeah,
fucking
you
effort
get
to
the
go
point, right?
into
So to be
at a
honest,
point in
with
the
that
Cell
in
saga,
mind,
you
and just
know?
the fact she's not very interesting as a character that can make me really want to like see her, I kind of have to give her a case of like I wouldn't say no, but because she's not anywhere like interesting for me to be like, oh yeah, good 6 out of 10. Because I think good 6 out of 10 is for characters who are at least somewhat redeeming in some way, who at least have something going for them. She really doesn't. She just kind of has fuck and all, fuck and all.
Fair enough.
Also,
I
Well,
if
mean,
you want if
it's
you
a good
want
point.
if you want her affections, the thing you need to do is just play hard to get. Just be like, oh, I
Yep.
want to fight. No, no, I'm not gonna fight you. You're too weak. What the fuck do you mean I'm too weak? Ah, you're too weak, bro. Sorry.
Is that her like as baby or some shit? What the fuck is that?
No,
Dragon
that
Ball
is
Hero
literally
stuff.
that is literally cauliflower. Oh
It's
Yeah,
shit!
there's
No,
some Dragon Ball
that
Hero stuff.
yeah, that's Dragon Ball Hero shit.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Oh,
Basically,
some
there's
more
like
bullshit?
baby.
Okay. Never
yeah.
mind.
Don't
There's
worry
like
about that.
other baby people, other
Yeah,
like
and
Sufuri people. Don't worry about
it's
it.
the Universe 6 version of Baby from like Dragon Ball Heroes. Like they absorbed like they're
Couple
in
basically.
Dragon Ball Heroes they're twins and they absorbed like they fused with like kale and cauliflower. It's so
Also,
stupid.
by the way, if
So
you're looking for
it's so
muscle,
stupid.
Kefla, here you go.
Give muscle.
Boom, boom, there you
And look
go.
at that. Now she
That's
looks like your average Dragon Ball
that
character.
okay. That's Super Saiyan Grade 3, but Goku showcased like
Everybody
midway
knows Super
through like
Saiyan Grade
Super
3
Saiyan Grade
sucks.
3. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah,
But she
it's
didn't know
just
that.
supposed to suck.
Super
All right,
Saiyan
Yeah,
Grade
we
okay.
3
know.
is the worst of the Super
What
Saiyans.
everything else.
All right, we're going to Jarrett here because we
I
like
mean, we do
RGS gave a
exist in a time where
good
Super
good amount.
Saiyan Blue, Super
A, good-
Saiyan
no,
exists.
yeah,
Can we
yeah. Like
finish,
RGS gave like
please?
a good amount.
Yep. Let's
RGS
keep
gave a good
going.
amount of like thoughts towards cauliflower. So we're gonna go to Jarrett. if he's
What?
still alive. Hopefully.
What happened?
Chia.
Hello.
Hello.
So, cauliflower does nothing for me. I mean, sure, you know what? Her design's basic. I don't know shit about Super. Don't really care. What's the lowest? I'd rather not go to jail.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
but she's like in her 20s though, so she's not illegal. So
and she's not
Yeah,
likely to
but
get you
the
arrested.
category is I'd rather not die, thanks. And
yeah, it's rather go. Yeah, I suppose you got a point there. So yeah,
You
if
know
you
what?
go if you're going to put her there, that's fine.
You know what? She's just there. Like,
He exists.
Oof.
I guess
This is
He exists to
actually
have a
I guess
female super
run to the
fan.
hills since that's the second lowest.
it's fair enough. Honestly, this is like the most split thing we've had in a while.
I
Okay,
mean, she just
um,
there. She just exists.
Tarvok, your thoughts on Cauliflower
so
from
so
Dragon Ball Super?
so uh, I
Good
don't
answer.
think I would survive the first date because he's essentially all about fighting, and
Oh
I
yeah,
I wouldn't
Yeah.
know any other reason why she would be interested in anyone. Uh, and also I have no idea why she would even be interested in me at all for that reason. So uh, I'd say I'd rather not die. I think
yeah,
I would get paranoid if I
it's a
noticed
good
that
fair point.
she was interested in me at all.
I like living.
Yeah,
That's just fair because again, like you have to think of it from human sense. She's a Saiyan, so like she's absurdly powerful. That's a fair point. Last but not least, we got Gizmo.
Like I haven't even said my shit.
Oh
I
wait,
feel
oh
like this
Sonic,
is.
you're here. Oh, sorry, I assumed you're here. The last one
Oh
you
yeah, he
gave your
came
vote
back.
to Sonic. Sorry, Sonic. Go ahead, Sonic.
What am I, chopped up liver? Wait, no,
Yeah.
Gizmo go first. I got
Are you
a
sure?
bit of a rant. Yeah, I
Sorry,
got a bit of a
Sonic.
rant with these. Well, I got a bone to pick with both of them, but yeah, you
All
go
right.
first.
There's really nothing much about her to say the least, compared to like
Yeah,
Bulma, Chi-Chi, and Videl, and even fucking Launch has a little more to give than her. And
We'll get to launch. Yeah.
yeah, we'll get to her when we get to her. But here's the thing: at least at least you know something about Launch. Her outside of fighting, there's really nothing else. I mean, at least Goku has more than one interest, and he at least tell you a bit about himself. All we know about her is she loves fighting. She's the last of her. She's the last of
He's a
the
delinquent.
Saiyans, and she knows how to go Super Saiyan from at the last minute. That's about it. Like I wouldn't mind being her friend, but even then, you know, she only cares about fighting. Hell, fucking Goku at least had more. He likes his son, his wife, fighting, food, training.
Well, he only likes fighting because, according to Toriyama, he's very selfish. Yeah.
I mean, to an extent, but at least he had more than.
He literally would go to different planets just to fight the same guy over and over again. He does not give a fuck about his family.
Right, but at least he at least shows interest outside of fighting. I mean, fuck, he was like what, farming
Yeah, in
for like
Z,
a
but
while.
in Super, he hasn't. From where I've known, he's just like been a shell of himself.
Either way, though,
Oh yeah. Like Dragon Ball Super Goku is a travesty.
he's a
Yeah.
dumbass. He's
Yeah,
more
We're
than
talking. We're not.
I feel like
We're not
Toei
talking.
took a look at Team 4 Star, and even though they hate them, they're like, they might have been
But
onto something.
I get
But the
that,
thing is,
but
who's
come on.
that?
we're not talking about Goku. We're talking about Cauliflower, like the female version of
Yeah,
Goku
What's the
here.
difference?
they should
We're
have
not talking
leaned
about Sure, man.
and yeah, so someone brought up the fact that she's Rule
We don't
63
talk
Goku.
about
They
Bruno.
should
Oh,
have
we all
leaned.
did. We all
They
did. Yeah.
Oh, you all did. Well, they should have leaned into that more, so we could have gotten more character out of her, and then make her into like their own. Like, okay, lean into the fact that she's Rule 63 Goku. Okay, she loves fighting, she loves eating, She found someone. Okay, maybe they have their own Chi Chi. No, it's not their own Chi Chi. It's someone else entirely. Okay, then maybe they'll find their own version of Piccolo. Oh, he did, but it's not a Namek. They really could have done something with her, and it's a sad thing that they really didn't. All they done was female Saiyan that loves fighting turned Super Saiyan, and that's it.
It's because it's like this dumb thing that Toriyama said years ago about how there are no female
If I
Saiyans,
can
and then like people like
interject,
Black. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
this
ahead.
is why
Female Super Saiyan.
this is why I think that we should have done a twin thing and not just her by herself. Because
Okay, no, well, we'll get to Kale
No, no,
because
well,
again,
no,
I think
here's
it's fair to dress them individually because remember they're individual characters in a sense,
I
and they
get
aren't
that,
like a
but
pair.
I get that, but when we did Fire and Ice separately, like when we were doing DC
Yeah,
superheroes, those
it's the
two
same
had
it's the same thing.
no, it's
Honestly,
not
with
really
them
though,
two.
because Fire and Ice had their own personalities, but also their own lives. They had their own origin stories. They had their own relationships. They had their own adventures. Her, on the other hand, she is too new to say anything outside of she's just diet female Goku.
Yeah, and you say new shit, but she's like 6 years old, like in terms
She's
of 6 or
literally
7 years
still
old in
new.
terms of
They
like
still haven't done anything with her, and
they've
that's
done nothing with
something.
her. Yeah, no, they've done nothing with her like in 6 to
As
7 years.
as far as
Aside from force her into Dragon Ball
as
superhero,
far as
yeah.
I know, she's still new because she still hasn't been done anything with outside of the tournament arc, and that's a
Yeah,
sad
like
thing. And
Kale's like sure force served as a better means of foreshadowing to future events, honestly.
if she was with Kale, I would have at least put her in
But
fucking
again, we're judging them as individual
right.
characters
But
here. That's
here's the
the whole
thing:
point. That's the point.
here's the thing, though. If it was with Kale, maybe she would have been put in. I wouldn't say no, but by herself with the lack of anything, and I really do mean anything. I don't think she even makes it to the friend zone, man. I think
So
she.
run to the hills.
I'd rather not die.
Oh shit, that's worse than I thought. All right, last one, least, Sonic. You wanted to rant a little bit about cauliflower, so the floor is yours.
I made it with two, but I guess I'll start. But I'll try. Sure.
I'll say after.
These two lesbian bitches. These two are the bitches pretty much split the Dragon Ball community in so many ways. I mean, they
Oh
pissed
yes.
off everybody in the Dragon Ball community. Got pissed off and divided them. Like they pissed off the Power Scales. But the fuck did a newly person who just found out Super Saiyan 2 to keep up with a Super Saiyan God of all things?
Oh, it was so dumb. It's so dumb.
Well, we're
Goku
not
was,
here to review.
Okay, keep in
We're
mind,
not here to review Dragon
Goku
Ball.
was playing around with them in Super Saiyan God. Honestly,
I need to go. I need to keep. Okay. Also, fact number 2: the fact that they ruined Super Saiyan with the whole vacuum. It was bad enough with Goten Trunks finding it out by accidental off screen, but the back tingling, man. Oh fuck, man. I mean, yeah, sure, I can. Some people can argue, but what about Cal, the fusion? That's like, still, but that doesn't change their character, though. That's like saying Goten is. That's because Goten and Trunks are good characters because Goten exists. The fusion does not justify them being good. Ugh. You guys still hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can hear
still
you.
hear you.
Okay, and continuing on, as Gizmo said, they haven't done anything. They only exist just so we can have female Super Saiyans finally. Because let's be honest, some people always wanted that. I mean, we could have had that with Pan, but GT kind of ruined her ass. Let's be real.
And I barely knew her.
She barely. It's almost like she was barely just there to be. Hey, give Goku a sidekick and such. Honestly, as an individual, yeah, shit, she's basically like a less interesting Goku in a way. Because I mean, yeah, sure, we got to see Goku journey, but like, here's the thing, though: she's basically a Mary Sue, in my opinion, and I hate her for it. She's literally a Mary Sue, like just designed to like, ugh. I'm sorry, I just hate. It's just that the back, like, I mean, I can forgive Kale a bit because hey, the Broly shit was a bit somewhat unique, but her lesbian other half, like, no, no, I'm sorry, man. I'm putting her in the bottom, like dead ass bottom. Like I would make another tier, bottom tier just for her, man. I'm sorry, man. As a Dragon Ball fan, I just can't forgive her. Like all of my hates. Put him, put her in the, why put her in the bottom tier, then make a new tier and make that tier even more bottom, and then put her in it.
Just title the tier cauliflower.
Tell me how you
Find
really
the
feel.
bottomest tier you could find, and then dig deeper.
This character emits original character do not steal vibes.
See, I was
Sue, man. He's the Mary Sue.
hang on, guys. I was going to make a gay joke about how make her so bottom she's
Like, I can
something, but then
forgive
I
her sister,
completely
but no.
then I completely lost my train of thought. I don't know how to end that joke, so that I'm leaving you with the concept of a joke.
He gives me MySpace OC vibes.
Original character do not steal.
Yeah, that's
Wait, everybody
basically it.
remember MySpace OCs?
I do.
God,
So many
I
fucking
do.
Sonic OCs up the ass, man. Holy shit.
That was more of a
Oh.
DeviantArt thing, but yes.
All right. Sorry about the little excursion I had to take there. Did
I'm
someone cast his
done.
vote?
I'm done,
You okay,
man.
Seamus? Did you do
What?
some coke?
I ran like 2 flights of stairs. So
I think I heard.
You
I think I
okay,
heard a little
man?
bit of
You okay, man?
yeah, no, I like ran 2 flights of stairs. Like I live in
I'm
like a
dead.
tall apartment.
Yeah, I'm done. I ran over.
Where would you
what?
put them then, Sonic?
Bottom.
Well,
I can definitely tell you that. He said bottom.
bottom. So
Rather
bottom.
not die. Rather not
So
die. Okay.
bottom, and then you'd have to make another tier. Like, find the bottomest tier
Right.
you can find, and then
Right.
make it more bottom.
Honestly, this is like one of the most divisive things I've seen in this tier
Just
list.
like
So
how
for
she was with the Dragon Ball fandom. Divisive.
for Cauliflower, we have one in Hello Nurse, one in Second Date, one I wouldn't say no, but one in the Friend Zone, two in Run to the Hills, and a staggering 3 and I'd rather not die, thanks. So
And it's something.
by
It's not like
by transient authority, I want to say she's low Friend Zone to high Run to the Hills. What are you guys thinking here?
Low
run.
friend zone. She's not
Go with
that.
that.
She's not
Run.
that bad.
Run.
Death.
Run.
I don't care either way. Just get this bitch out of here.
Honestly,
Can we talk about the more interesting twin?
No, not yet.
So
honestly, I would almost suggest putting her in Run to the Hills with how it is, because what does she actually have going for her
all right,
in terms
you know
of
what?
friendship
You know,
either?
you know what?
She's
You know
a
what?
female
All right,
thing, that's
you've
it.
you've
All right,
convinced me.
let's move on
I
to
Run to the
the.
Hills.
Let's move on to Goku's wife.
Right.
Why not just
Goku,
put a
Goku's
female
beautiful wife who lives in his house.
Oh yeah.
Goku's
Oh.
wife, Chi-Chi. So let me actually describe Chi-Chi from like Dragon Ball to current day. So Chi-Chi in the start of Dragon Ball was the Mountain King's daughter. And the whole point of like
that
her
Jubilee
introduction
cosplay though?
was to be with Goku to go to find Master Roshi to get the Bonshu fan, which he
He's the
decided
one
to
who
leave
wants
under a
to
coffee
be
table and get
with
destroyed at that point because of that.
Sachi
So
hopes
instead of using the
you'll
Bonshu fan,
be
he used the
who
Kamehameha, which Goku was able to replicate later. But the thing is, Roshi's Kamehameha was so powerful because he was like super buff Roshi, if you remember, that he blew up all of like the Ox King's castle instead of like putting out the fire
Who just left?
involved. But here's the important thing. In that entire exchange,
Everybody's coming back and rearranging.
Chi-Chi said at the end, like, if you
What?
could you give my hand in marriage? And it's like, Goku's like, what are you talking about? It's like, oh, and she's like, oh, come on, don't be so coy. And he's like, well, whatever your dad says, I'll be sure to take it. You know, like, because he's like an innocent boy at the time. He doesn't know what marriage is.
He
So
thought it
cut
was
to like
food.
cut to like 6 to 8 years later to the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, and Chi-Chi's there, livid as shit. She's in the finals there, along with Goku. Goku doesn't know who she is because Chi-Chi's grown up to like a young woman at this point, and he doesn't want to fight her the whole time. He's dodging all her attacks. He doesn't want to hurt her. So what he does is he because Goku is stupidly powerful in terms of like Dragon Ball lore at this point, because he was training with Kami and Mr. Popo at the time for 3 years. So he like busts a gust of air towards Chi Chi, knocking her out of the ring entirely. So then she tells Goku that, "Don't you remember me? I'm the Mountain King's daughter. You proposed marriage to me like when you were a kid." And he's like, "What? I did? You're Chi Chi?" Like, and he was like so stunned by that, and he says, "Well, I promised you when I was a kid, so like, guess let's get married." So like, he proposed marriage to her because of his childhood innocence, and he stuck to his guns. And
Yeah, and he
Chi
saw
was
her and
like
he was like,
really
"Oh, damn,
glad that
she's
like he
fine."
was a man of his word, even as a child, all those years ago. So we cut to Dragon Ball Z, and we have
Cancer,
Son Gohan
cancer
at
incoming.
that point.
Here's Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball Evolution. Fun fact, that's actually not that bad a portrayal of her. It's just quite
But
unfortunate
in this time,
that she didn't get more shit to do.
like after Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z, unfortunately, Chi-Chi degrades as a character a little bit because she turned into like a traditional mother character. But here's the thing: you can say that all you want, but I want to say this as like a defense to Chi-Chi. She's living in a very atypical family. Son Goku is a guy who like dies and like comes back on a whim in general. He travels around like in the southern mountains that he grew up with where they set their house in general. And she is sick and tired of his bullshit and not being able to provide for their family. And she's using the Ox King's like funds to try and fund Gohan's education in a way. And
Yeah.
she's okay. The problem with Chi-Chi is she is like a overbearing mother, like to an absurd degree. She is like coddling to Gohan. She is like trying so hard that so when he gets to go to Planet Namek or train when he was kidnapped by Piccolo for a year, she is distraught. She was like literally frothing in the mouth at fainting at the fact that Piccolo's
Oh
like
my god.
Yeah, all things
stole her.
considered through her life experience is I don't really blame her for the way
Oh my
she
god.
is. Because to
Okay,
be
hang on. I have
honest,
to read this message from
it's
Sonic.
somewhat
Chi-Chi has
understandable.
I have to read a message here from Sonic. Like, Chi-Chi has fought almost every member of her family at some point in the anime series. She fought against Goku in the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. She fought against Gohan while controlled by the Blackwater Mist, and she fought Goten to train him when he was a kid. The Japanese name Chi-Chi is based on the word milk. Chi-Chi, term for milk, udder in Japanese, is in term for father in Japanese. That's fucking strange. It is referenced when Chi-Chi tells Master Rochi her name. He muses that she is called Chi-Chi while Bulma possesses Chi-Chi's.
Actually,
yeah.
because of that's actually
yeah,
what
that's
Chi-Chi
a
means is that it's a
fucking
slang term in
triple
Spanish.
entendre.
Chi-Chi means breasts in slang. Like tits is a slang term for breasts.
Yeah, so depending on what kanji you use for it, it's all spelled the same in terms of katakana, or hiragana. It's all spelled the same in terms of syllables, and pronounced the same, importantly. But it's Chi-Chi.
The thing of
Chi-Chi means God in West African / Igbo. Chi-Chi is named Milk in the Latin American dub, due to the word Chi-Chi being a euphemism for breasts in Mexico.
You're cutting a little bit, Alex, there, but the point of the matter is,
Chi-Chi is named Kika in the European Portuguese dub because Chi-Chi means pea in Portuguese.
Oh,
fucking
God.
amazing.
Did they have to censor it to like Gigi or Shishi or something because of that shit?
This is one of those cases where I'd use like the Latin. I'd use the local word for milk to mean her name.
Okay, so the point of Chi-Chi's character is she's the every woman involved in this, and when you have to factor in the atypical aspects that she has to deal with, Goku leaving for ages, Gohan, she's having to like, okay, I will argue that she was like really strict on Gohan, like to an absurd degree, like more so than any parent should be. That's horrible. Like
yes.
how she tried to train Gohan towards being a scholar. That's a bit absurd, honestly. Homeschooled and everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't stand
with
for
Goku
that kind of shit.
involved, like he was supposed to be the breadwinner. He wasn't. He was training the whole time, and she was relying on her father's like infinite funds. But in Super, they started to dwindle, which is when like Goku relied on Hercule's Mr. Sane's funds because of he was his
Yeah, see, I didn't
father-in-law
like that
because
thing.
you know.
It would have made
So
more sense.
Goku's more in the fault there than Chi-Chi in that case.
It would have made a
So
hell of a
Chi-Chi
lot
was like
more sense to
the
me.
typical like Japanese woman you would expect, trying to keep this family together, but with an atypical husband who didn't want to make money
Jameis.
towards holding her family together.
Fucking kidding me.
You can understand where she's coming from, but what
Yeah.
I will not understand is that she was like brutal to Gohan with his education. That was a bit too far, honestly. That's the
Yeah.
one
That's
part
fair.
Hang on. By the way,
because like the thing is, it was bad too because with Goten, she had to
Goten.
try and fill it. She tried to fill the hole that Goku left, leaving for like 8 years. So she tried to make like Goku's second son Goku by pretending that Goten was an embodiment of Goku. So like the same hairstyle, the same clothes,
That kid has
maybe the
so
same
much identity
personality.
issues.
Yeah, like Goten was screwed up as a kid until he was able to form his own identity. So Chi-Chi was not the best mother because of her emotional trauma, which is understandable, but that doesn't mean her kids grew up the same way. So I'm thankful that Gohan grew up to be an independent adult with his own wife and family elsewhere, and then Goten was able to become his own individual farther down the line, despite her mother's influence. So, in a sense, you can understand Chi-Chi's strife, but she was not a really good mother because of like her bad influences, because of her own trauma being put towards her own kids. So that's a bit of a problem for me. So if I were to be married to Chi-Chi and have that potential issue happen, if I were to pass away or have an an extracurricular aspect outside of work, that's a bit of an issue with Chi-Chi,
Hot
honestly.
damn, Chi-Chi coming in with a battering ram.
So for
That
me,
reference.
considering the
Gohan,
emotional
I was
baggage I
touching the
would
tiles
have
of
and
my
how she would
daunting,
like,
but as a story my daughter,
and how she
I'm
would like
coming
try
in
to fill the void
anyway.
with her own like children in a sense, I'd have to give. I mean, and also how she treated Gohan with his education, like almost absurdly so. I'm gonna have to give Chi Chi a 6 out of 10, even though she meant the best. She just was a bit of an over oppressive mother in a lot of ways.
Well, I mean,
okay,
she
so
learns from her mistakes, though. Like I remember there was
Not
a
not
kind
somewhat.
of,
really.
Look,
sort of.
here I say this because there was a specific episode that comes to mind where Chi Chi hires like a tutor for Gohan, and
That
what?
he was like pretty awful. Learn.
Yeah, and Chi Chi didn't know anything about this.
Working? That depends. Did Caligula get his comeuppance? That means it's working. Learn,
Learn,
learn.
learn. Okay. Again, Chi Chi didn't know that, but it meant that she didn't understand Gohan's like aspect, and she filled the void of Goku with her second son, with Goten. That's horrible.
Ew.
She like that's horrible.
Single
She did
mothers love dressing up their kids like the man who left them.
she robbed her son of his own identity just to fill the void of Goku being gone. That's horrible.
That's funny.
You know what makes
Yeah,
it worse is that
yeah. That's why I say 6 out of 10
Oh,
because
that's
she tried
fine.
her best, but again, her own trauma kind of like messed with her family in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's
Yeah.
fucking funny. Like how Grandpa's spell used to be, but they're bigger and not hairy. Nasty.
There's
all
a
right.
part two
You
of the
know,
comic
Alex,
where
hang
your
that's
on.
thoughts
not the
on
case.
So you know Goku.
your thoughts on Kai Kai or Chi Chi, as some people
Yeah,
call it.
you know Goku's talking about Grandpa's chest, not his balls, but yeah. Anyways, so I have a very strange story to tell about Chi-Chi. So, I was browsing through fanfiction.net one day looking for. Is my mic cutting out?
It is.
Yeah, your
Yes,
mic
it
is
is.
your mic
It's
your mic
cutting
is
out.
cutting out.
Okay.
Alex,
See,
yes.
See, for me, I can look over at my audio levels, and I'm getting persistent volume from my audio levels. But for some reason, I can't get...
You're a little bit better now, I should mention.
Okay,
A little bit.
so here's what I'm going to do. Before I go into my little spiel here, I am going to go over to the server settings, and I'm going to... Where is it?
Yes. Go
I'm going to click
on.
on... I'm going to click on... server, where are we?
Where art thou?
Excuse me.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Where is Sunshine?
I'm trying to make this easier for audio.
All this for like a mid-tier Dragon Ball waifu.
Yeah,
Literally a waifu because she's
anyways,
married.
if you guys can hear me, I'm just gonna keep talking now. So, I was browsing fanfiction.net one day looking for Dragon Ball fanfics, and I found one that was, I believe it was called The Murder of Son Gohan.
What?
Yes.
What?
And so, so before the Saiyan saga,
I can only guess that this is a mystery.
Well, yeah, kind of. The audience knows immediately what happened. So, the writer of this fic portrayed Chi-Chi as such an abusive bitch that she strangled Gohan and broke his neck, and then and then made it look like he hanged himself. And
oh no, he's like 4 or 5 years old.
And like Goku went into like CSI Dragon Ball territory, and he was like channeling fucking what's his name? Not the guy who puts on the sunglasses, the Lieutenant Dan. He was like full on channeling Lieutenant Dan and from CSI New York, and he was like just like going through, was like, Gohan couldn't possibly have been depressed enough to commit suicide, and it was like, and here's the thing, I left such a scathing review on that. I said, this is out of character for Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi loves Gohan. She'd never do that. She wants what's best for him. She'd never strangle her own son and break his neck. And moreover, she fucking couldn't do that because guess what? Gohan broke Raditz's armor.
Yes. With his head.
With his head.
Yeah.
If he got attacked by a regular-ass human, he'd fucking end them. I left a very long review about this fic, and it was so scathing, the author of the fic deleted it.
Damn!
Wow.
Not my review, the entire fucking fic.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
You can't find that shit anymore. And I've gotten like 3 or 4 emails over the years from other FFN members saying that they loved my review so much. Anyways, I'm putting her in Hello Nurse. I'm putting her in Hello Nurse because I like her. I like her aggressive nature. I would not stand for her treating our children like that. But you know what? I'm a big enough alpha male that I'm actually going to stick around the house and say, hey, to her, hey honey, we kind of need to. How am I cutting out? How am I cutting out?
It's so funny that when you told all of that, you were perfectly fine, and it's only until you finished.
It's
At the very end, yes.
like, we gotta hear this epic tale, and then right after, it's like, let's fuck them over.
It's like, I'm gonna tell you how I survived 9/11, and then you tell the whole story, but it's not until you ask if anyone's heard that. Yeah, we can't hear you.
So anyways, I'm putting her in Hello Nurse because I like her, and I think she's fucking smoking, but at the same time, she has some personality issues that I'm going to have to work on with her. And give her a little bit of the old Super Saiyan D more often. I think she'll probably chill out.
That's a theory.
He gave
that's
all
only
of
a
that
theory.
To Chi-Chi in between,
A
before
game
the Cell
theory.
Saga ended, and she did not fucking chill out.
No, he's only doing it like once every like 10 years.
Well, then how do you explain Goten?
That was after 10 years. See, he meets her and then 10 years passes and he fucks her, and that's how Gohan happened. And then another 10 years passes, and then that's how Goten happens.
I'm gonna take you down with some dick.
Anyways, somebody else go who can be heard by the rest of the chat. Because the funny thing is,
so
I can hear all of you,
at this point.
and the stream can hear me and all of you, but you guys can't hear me somehow.
You cut it at random times, honestly.
Yeah, I don't get it. But sorry, I just realized Magnetic Ferret posted a bunch of stuff. Booby was the first female Majin race. Booby deserves respect to her name. Guys, Android 21 is 4 years old. Told she looks like a MILF, so it's...
No, shut up. No, I don't believe that. No,
And
you
Magnetic
can't tell me
Ferret
all you
says
want that.
Bulma also reverse-engineered another Bulma's time machine. Yes, that is true. Sorry about that, Ferret.
Super, yes.
I didn't notice your chats, because I was trying to figure out how to get some shit sorted out.
All right, Stubby, your thoughts on your thoughts on Chi-Chi.
Oh, Chi-Chi, the character that many DBZ fans loved in the original Dragon Ball, but despise in Z.
Yes.
To be honest with you, I kind of understand why she became such a narking bitch, is because in Japanese culture, like, most parents are super strict on like their kids like getting into like advanced like schools and whatnot. So I assume
It's
that
not just Japanese though. It's like Chinese. It's
well,
like
yeah,
also like,
Asian. Okay, we're going. Okay, Asian motherfucker. Asian families are very strict on their like children, like getting like a higher degree of education and whatnot. So, I kind of understand what Akira wanted to do. He wanted to like devolve like Chi-Chi from this like wholesome little gal to this like crazy obsessed like she wants go on to do this that. I don't know, like I never really thought about her that much, like in a companion set. All I know is that like she's married to Goku, she bared his children, and that's pretty much it. But I also have a little interesting tidbit. In one of the Dragon Ball Z games, Chi-Chi is like a menu navigator about the characters, and I really love it how she describes the Super Saiyan variation of all the Saiyan characters as delinquents. And I thought that was really funny.
I remember that. I remember
for those who don't know, it's usually because in Japan, dyeing your hair blonde usually is a sign of delinquency.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, oftentimes. That's why she she calls it like a Super Saiyan delinquent or
And that's
what
why
have you.
that's why Ichigo from Bleach also gets shed a lot too.
From Bleach.
The stream can hear me, but now the rest of you guys can. I was talking about Ichigo. Ichigo has strawberry hair. Her fucking hell. Let's go. Let's move on.
It's like the superhero movie parody. It's like that superhero movie parody. He's like, Xavier, youngsters, 2 girls.
Like that one Futurama episode where every time is skipping.
Yeah, I would put her in I wouldn't say no but, because I can ideally see if she kind of like chilled out and had her husband around that wasn't flying around fighting like earth destroying monsters, then maybe she would have a more kind of chill attitude. But unfortunately that doesn't happen because Goku is a selfish asshole who only cares about fighting.
Oh yeah, it's not only
I want
just
to
that.
punch somebody in the face.
It's not just
Also,
that,
if you
but
guys
there
like
are-
Chi-Chi when she was young in that like weird armor thing with the bikini, y'all guys are pedophiles. What the fuck was
Dude, I was like-
Toriyama thinking?
that
Dude,
was-
dude, I
That
was like,
shit was gross.
It
Dude,
was
I was
funny.
like-
It was funny. It was funny when she threw like her like head like blade towards Roshi and like he got a cut in his forehead. I got like the head bandage.
That's kind of funny.
What the fuck is with that design though? That shit was creepy. I never liked that design.
It was funny in that one instance, but it was a little bit too risque for like
I thought
a
it was a
character
little
that
bit
young.
weird, but
I think it was a little funny and
nobody can hear
ironic
me.
because she's supposed to be this adorable little girl that's supposed to be the princess, and yet she's slicing fucking dinos in half and
Yeah,
obliterating.
but I
them
want to
with
see
lasers.
her fucking barely like. I want to see her underage body. That's the problem.
I want to see Chi-Chi.
At least
fully
we
grown
never
in
see
that
it
outfit,
again,
though.
so
Man,
be
how
well.
much?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's my major
Gizmo,
takeaway with
Gizmo,
Chi-Chi.
let's go ahead and scroll up and we can click on this. We've got that. There we go.
What's that?
Well, I was saying that we could just scroll up and see that, and for some reason I have to shout across the internet like this is a fucking...
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, if I'm shouting across the internet, this works. It's like
have you considered lowering your like microphone peak then, Alex? Because it could be like
I am right. I am not
moving your
any
peak
further away from my microphone. Hang on. No, I have...
You're probably like your voice is probably getting high pitched at random.
So I have my gain. I have my gain set around the same place that I always have it set. Yeah, my gains. my gains are constant. And now nobody can fucking... Oh my god.
Must have been all that volley. It must have been all that Valley Tudo and Judo. You got more games. Damn.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Honestly, I was going to bring up how
Seeing young
fucking-
Chi-Chi in that outfit is
Can you hear
adorable
me
and funny.
now?
This is
adult
Yes,
adult Chi-Chi's a little bit weird because you have in the back of your
Can you
mind
hear
that
me
she
now?
wore that as a little girl. Honestly, yes, we can.
Yeah, but that's
Yes,
any
we can.
outfit. I could do the same thing with like a pair of pants and a shirt I haven't worn since middle school.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can still hear you, Alex. Yes,
Can you hear me now?
we got Subby's like perspective on this. So,
Am I the voice in your
Kevin,
head that counsels and understands?
You're a
You
lot more
talk to
central.
me.
You're a lot more central than I thought in like Jiminy Cricket. Honestly,
all designed to keep you safe. Okay, go
All
ahead.
right, Kevin. Do you want to talk about Kai Kai or Chi Chi?
I will admit, like, sure, it also somewhat helps that I've actually met Cynthia Kranz, who voices Chi-Chi in Dragon Ball Z and whatnot. And she was a pretty wholesome person to meet up with. But the thing is that even she kind of agrees that Chi-Chi is quite a bit much. She's like, yeah, she's a little crazy. It's an interesting feel when even the voice actress acknowledges that the character is not all that is not right up there.
Kind of a shame.
So I'm gonna stick her in. I really say no, but
I think that's fair, honestly,
Very
given what we're
fair.
hearing so far.
yeah. So yeah, but in all seriousness,
I was drinking something, you bitch.
it's all seriousness. Cynthia Kranz was a very wholesome person, and if she ever goes to a con, you should definitely go see her. She's great. She's also Botan in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, Botan's great. Yeah, Botan's great. Yeah.
Bingo. Anyway,
All right,
RGS, you're up.
RGS. Yeah, your thoughts on Kai Kai Chi Chi?
Right, so here's the thing. Okay, people forget this. People forget this. There are
Yeah.
no schools for Chi-Chi yet, so Chi-Chi had to be the sole fucking breadwinner, sole fucking teacher. So she had to homeschool Gohan.
Well, remember, she was like
Gohan.
relying on the fortunes of the Ox King until
Yeah, she
Super.
had to do a lot of that shit herself. So her being much kind of fucking understandable, to be honest, especially with Asian culture and how they push their fucking kids to succeed. That's why it's a case of, yeah, that's bad, but it's the case of, well, shit, Goku wasn't doing anything to help, and nothing Goku can do to help because he doesn't know fucking school. He doesn't know how to do this shit. So it ultimately did have to fall to Chi-Chi. When she had Goten, surprisingly, she was a little less much. She was still much, but not like to the same degree with Gohan, because I think it was because she understood that you can't really push your kid to do fucking fucking school stuff. So she ultimately did improve as a mother, and she became a bit more patient, and as such, her being around Goku did kind of help her to be like, all right, I gotta take things low down. I gotta take a chill pill once in a while. And plus, her obviously her from Dragon
Gotta be a
Ball,
gambler.
gotta be a gambler.
She's gotta be a gambler and walk across steel beams. Chi-Chi the gambler.
Yo, that's
You
a
took a gamble going with Goku.
yeah, no, that's just like I'd read that manga. But no, she has had a lot of shit on her shoulders, so I think it's a bit fair for her to kind of seem like much, and I completely understand where she's kind of going. Doesn't mean that she's, doesn't mean that it's acceptable. It just means I get it. Obviously her up to Dragon Ball, really interesting character. Like her interactions with Goku, she's a really nice, wholesome. I honestly thought she should have kept fighting. Might just
Honestly,
be
like,
me, but
she could have gone off and become the breadwinner at the fucking tournaments. You know?
I know who you're talking about, Seamus. I know who you talk about. The one with the pretty eyes.
Fucking pretty.
I'll Yeah, we're having a bit of a shit show in like the live stream chat. Don't worry. Keep going, RGS.
But yeah, no, I think she should have like still kind of kept the fact that she was a bit of a fighter, and we'll get to this later with another character later potentially. But it would have been cool to see her keep fighting, maybe not as much as Goku or any of the other characters, but to show that she still had that spirit. You know, I think that would have been cool, and to kind of still show, yeah, no, they're still fucking her and Goku still fucking fight,
Oh,
even if
they
fighting
fucking.
is not.
Oh, they
Oh,
fucking.
they fucking.
They fucking?
Oh,
They
they
fucking?
They
fucking.
They
fuck.
What is
fucking?
that? What is that?
They
Is
fucking.
Maximilian dude?
They fucking.
Yeah. It's a case where I think Chi-Chi actually has a surprising amount of depth that people don't realize. And it's kind of a case where you do need to kind of go realistic and into the core. Like, yeah, her fucking going a bit hard with Gohan's education is shit, but it's also a case of there's no primary school. There is no elementary school near them. And Chi-Chi had to be fucking teacher, mom, breadwinner, and up until Gohan could finally go to high school. So to be honest, I kind of get where she's fucking going. Also, I
Yeah,
kind of like her more
exactly.
than I also kind of like her more than like Bulma. Hot take, because honestly, I think she's a character is a little more my style.
Oh, fair enough. You know,
Uh,
you like that Chinese woman. I understand.
I like the aesthetic. I like the aesthetic.
He's a ching chonger man. Yes.
That's racist. You're gonna get us
That's
canceled.
racist.
This man eats fish and chips with a chopstick set. RGS does.
Suck on you. Suck on my son.
This guy puts soy sauce on everything.
But yeah, no, I really like
Fish and chips, more like fish and chopsticks. Yes.
fish and chopsticks. Remember, guys, fortune cookies are. Let's just say I visit my local Chinese every day.
Man, like freaking like
Does
fortune
it go to
cookies are my
karaoke with his boss afterwards?
yeah, fortune cookies are the things that have in my Chinese chippy there. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
He's got how to draw manga all over
Oh
his
no!
bedroom.
Oh no! I just realized
no!
I've gone full chav. Okay, I gotta stop before it
Oh,
begins
fuck
too
you, Chav.
He's
too.
went
Oh
for
no! I
Stop.
gotta
Getting a little
look
bit
at
I
chubby
gotta
up
stop
in
right
there.
before I get I
He's
gotta
get-
stop before I start wearing sweatpants and decide to start abbreviating every sentence I say and being attack the block. All right, we gotta stop.
All right now, bruv.
okay, right.
You fucking wanker.
wrap it up in
All right, now, bro.
a nice pool. Let's
All right.
wrap
So
it up in a nice
your
pool.
thoughts on Chi-Chi? Like abbreviate it down.
Bringing it down. Yeah, right. So ultimately, yeah, fucking DTF, hell yeah. It's the case where dude, I've already pointed out. I like Chi-Chi. I like her character. Yeah. She has a lot more depth than people are willing to give her. I think she has a lot more. There was a lot you can do with this character.
Yes.
It's just a shame because Toriyama really doesn't do much with the female characters. When they
I
do,
mean, he's bad at writing female characters. He even admitted it himself, and yet we have like
no, but
Videl right there.
I
Just like
appreciate that you
just
to
like
admit.
Kishimoto, but people didn't complain about that. Oh wait, no, yes they did.
I'll complain about anything, to be honest. I'll admit that straight up.
Literally, like half the cast of females from Naruto are like really poorly
We'll
written.
we'll get to Naruto when we get to Naruto.
Anyway,
We're
yeah,
still in
no.
Dragon Ball.
Anyway, yeah, DTF. Don't know where I'd put her. I kind of maybe would put her above Bulma, but that's just me.
Ooh.
Oh damn! All her fights in Dragon Ball, I'm impressed on it with the lore here. Jarrett, your thoughts on Kai Kai?
Milk.
MILF.
So I mean, I really like the Chi-Chi sauce. You know, it goes good with tortilla chips. You know, really is very savory and spicy. So
Bring a Mexican
that
Chinese fusion there, huh, buddy?
yeah. I mean, you know, especially if you just want to put some on your homemade tacos, burritos, you know, it really complements the meat and the cheese. It adds a good amount of flavor. So, for that, I would say, down the fuck. Now, what is this anime bullshit we're talking about?
We're talking about Dragon Ball, my friend. We're talking about Dragon Ball.
I know. So Chi-Chi, be cute. Hello, nurse.
Sure.
All right. Whoa, that's
Respectful.
higher than I thought. Okay, that's disrespectful. Yeah, that's fine.
Disrespect.
Hey, Sonic. Do you want to give us your thoughts on Chi-Chi?
Good
For
answer.
me, Chi-Chi was kind of like, the whole spot show. Like, as a kid, first one Dragon Ball, I hated Chi-Chi. But as growing up, yeah, I don't know who that said this, but yeah, I mean, her action is kind of fun because, let's be honest, when your husband's Goku and he's always constantly home, either eating, training, or dead, or sometimes all of the above, like, you you would probably have a giant stick up your ass too if you had to deal with that on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But one thing I can respect is that she stuck with him. Like, she could have left him, he could have ditched him, but nah, she stuck for the whole 9 months, had 2 kids with him, and stayed with him. Like, that's some dedication right there. Like, a
Mhm.
lesser one would have failed.
But not her.
Nah, she worked. She kept this. I mean, her family. I mean, yeah, sure, people don't honor, and the fact is that it's possible that she also managed to bred, one of the strongest warriors before, Cell Game happened. Like, I mean, frickin' raised Gohan, man, and yeah, I gotta say, I'll put her in Hello Nurse.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Considering your
Respect.
scathing thoughts on cauliflower, I'm surprised. Okay,
She's
all right.
she's at least a better character than those two.
Oof.
I suppose, yeah, because
Yes.
Chi-Chi's got like a way, like ton more build up. Yeah, I'll
Yes,
give you
she
that.
does.
At least
I
Chi-Chi
remember.
has character.
Tarvok,
At least.
Kai,
Yeah.
Chi-Chi.
Okay. I'll say this with the utmost respect for the character, friend zone.
Yeah,
And I want to stress that I mean this literally. I think we could be good friends, but I the aesthetic doesn't do it for me, and I don't think we are romantically compatible. So
Yeah,
for
Understandable.
me, she
Chi-Chi's,
has to
yeah.
go into the friend zone. That's
That's
but
fair enough. Yeah.
I want to stress that I mean this literally. I can
Oh,
see us
literally.
becoming good friends.
I mean,
Oh
there's
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
wrong
yeah.
with her.
Kind of,
You know.
kind of like
yeah.
how Bulma and Chi-Chi are. They're in the friend zone, easy.
Yeah.
Anyways, last but not least, Gizmo.
Not from the artwork I've seen.
Eh, eh, GD.
Look. I think we can. Okay, I'm not gonna use that opening again.
Look,
I
okay,
think when we were, I
listen.
think when we were all kids, we all really hated fucking Chi-Chi's guts. Study this,
Oh
study that,
yeah.
homework this, homework that. Oh, the world's about to end. I'm gonna end my foot in your ass if you don't do your algebra. That's the kind of thing I got.
Yeah.
She was pretty much like a female Red, except it was just about schoolwork, and not anything else. Keeping you safe. I love you, but I can't show my feelings. I'm a man. Chi-Chi was just like study, study, study when I was a kid. But as I grew older, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I get it. Let me buy her a drink. Because let's be real, if you had kids like that, you'd want to drink too. Vodka,
Well, she'd need the
beer,
whole car.
scotch, whatever is your fancy. The whole barrel of moonshine, I don't fucking care. I think anyone would agree. Chi-Chi needs a drink after dealing with Goku, Gohan, and Goten
Yep.
for
Yo,
years.
Nice
absolutely.
glass of egg milk.
What
Speaking,
she needs is help, and even if that help is literally just a babysitter, the fucking sister-in-law, or just Goku, she needs the help. And
Oh,
I think
don't trust him to Goku. God,
I
no.
don't trust Goku either, but she needs help she would need help regardless because of what she's dealing with. I mean, fuck. Imagine cooking all of that for just 3 people to eat. Fuck
I
me,
just
right?
Yeah.
realized something. I just realized there are like only very few instances of Goku being a father to Gohan in the original Dragon Ball Z. That's kind of sad.
It's not that he doesn't
Yeah.
want to be a father, though. It's just
No,
that
no,
They
but
he's
it's
a
also
like the
skipped
dumbass.
over
few
a bunch of
scene.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Anyways,
it's not like that Goku is like a bad father and he's like, oh
Bro,
fuck
he got
him, you know, I
adopted
don't
by
want.
Piccolo.
It's not that kind of a bad fathering. It's more like he's bad father because he literally doesn't know what to do and he's never been taught how to be a father. Period. If anything, but with being with Chi-Chi, I feel like because of her surroundings, she is the way she is. You know, always being on everyone's ass, go get a job, study harder, you know, get to that interview and shit. Of course she's gonna be like that. I mean, fucking what woman, what person wouldn't be that way after being around Saiyans for that long?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z,
I mean, there's a
Goku
reason
gets a
Bulma
real
only had the one
job.
Saiyan. I mean, there's a reason why Bulma only had the one Saiyan, not counting Trunks.
What about
And
the?
Vegeta doesn't
If
have to
you,
work it. Vegeta doesn't
if you
have to
count
work a
GC
day in his life
Yeah,
because
continuity,
he's
Bulma
rich.
is the
That's the thing.
yeah.
That's
Bulma
the
is
thing.
literally the richest person on Earth.
Yeah, but she still has to literally work for everything else because she's not only isolated, but everything is fucking far away. Like you would
Yeah.
need
Excuse me.
like more than just a taxi. You need like a few taxis, an Uber, train, and eventually just walking the rest of the way just to go to one place. Of course she's gonna be. Of course that's another thing she's gonna be mad about. But I feel like if I'm gonna be with her, I'm gonna try my best at it. And it's not like a Bulma thing where it's like she's gonna go back to her old ways. You know, she's got all this money, so you know why the hell would I buy her, you know, that kind of shit, or like she's got the time. No, I feel like if I were actually with her, it would change up things a bit as time goes on. You know, just little by little, she's gonna, you know, get rid of that temper. She's gonna be a bit more understanding, you know, with how Saiyans are affecting her life, and then she might talk, you know, that kind of thing. You know, her personality actually might change. You know, and I feel like it would be easier to go out with her as time goes on. You know, because she wasn't originally like this hard ass. We all know that.
No,
So I feel
she
like
wasn't.
get some time to relax. Yeah, she never was. Like give her some time to relax, give her some me time. You know, have her hang out. You know, hang out with her a bit out of the house, hang out with her in the house, help her out. Basically, it's gonna be basically to the point where we might as well be fucking an old school husband and wife under the roof. So I get why people wouldn't want to touch her with a 10-foot pole, but at the same time, I think it would be worth it depending how long you're gonna stay there to
Izzo
help.
said, "I can fix her." You literally said, "I can fix her."
Yeah, it's basically it's basically a non. It's basically a non-memeable icon. It's not really an I can fix her. It's more of I can bring her back.
I can change her. I can bring her back.
No, not change her because it's not a changer either because she already did that when she married Goku. I mean, fuck. It's not a changer. It's not a fixer. It's more bring her back because she was
All
like.
right. Okay.
Guys,
So
he's-
if I had to put her, if I had to put her anywhere, it would be devastation. A low
really?
devastation. Yes, and
Okay.
I'm gonna make it fair. It's gonna be at a low devastation, just in case we're gonna happen to come across more girls in the future. You know what? No, a hi, hello, nurse. Actually, because my girl's in the about to come up in like a few.
Oh shit! You're a fan of launch. I understand. Anyways,
No, not launch, but
Videl?
Right.
like she's right up there. But
Okay.
Videl-
So oh yeah, Videl's a little bit off. I understand. She's a little bit off.
yeah, Vidal's right
Right.
there.
So we got one in Down to Fuck, four in Hello Nurse, which I'm surprised by. One in 6 out of 10. Two in I wouldn't say no, but one in the friend zone. So I think for Chi Chi, it would be safe to put her in top 6 out of 10, mid second date. What are you guys thinking?
And
Right
second
below,
date above Charmcaster.
no, right above her,
Yeah.
right
Gizmo, you
above
don't
her.
know. Gizmo, you don't know why I suggest that.
No, well, because would you really go out to spoiler rather than Chi Chi?
Okay, so should we be lightning round Kale before we sign off, or should we
Okay.
just
We'll do Kale because she's not as deep as Chi-Chi. I will explain
Really,
Kale
not.
as best I can in as succinct means as I can because we talked about cauliflower tonight. It's only fair that we talk about Kale. Okay, so Kale is the Universe 6 Saiyan on planet Sadala. But here's the thing.
Smartass.
Nice touch, nice touch there, like Jared. Nice touch, Jared. Nice touch, Jared.
I should have a
But
big ass
here's
forehead.
here's the thing about
Got that Sakura forehead.
here's the thing about like Kale is that she is
I can't see my forehead. Sorry.
regardless of her meek appearance, she is the legendary Super Saiyan of Universe 6. So when you set her off, she turns into Rule 63 Broly. Broly with breasts, if you want to be specific about
Her
this.
power is
Oh,
maximum.
titties.
Lesbian
So
Broly.
Is maximum.
the thing about like Kale is that she is meek beyond the belief. She has no self-confidence. She can't think for herself. She's very frail. But her best friend is Caulifla. You know, the rough and tumble saying like
He'll never compete
how's
with
the
him.
gang there.
No.
But the thing about like Kale is that she is obsessed with Khalifa to an absurd degree. I can't say it's romantic because that's a bit of like a presumptuous nature, but the problem here is anything can set Kale off. In her first appearance, essentially,
Well, back then.
all
she
that
got better.
all that Caulifla did was talk to Kaba. And Kale implied that as a sign of betrayal that, oh my god, someone is trying to take Caulifla away. I can't allow that because how dare a man talk to her? This man has to fucking die. So she goes
Schizo.
full on Broly mode at
She's
that
a
point
schizo.
to take her out there. So the point is, she's a meek, she's an adorable girl. She is she is I want to protect her vibes like mad, but the problem is she is obsessed with Caulifla to an absurd degree. And if you even talk about her in her earshot or talk to Caulifla or try to demean Kale in an unintentional way because Kale is just that shut in nature, she'll take that completely the wrong way and she will go berserk. She will go full on full power Super Saiyan, a legendary Super Saiyan like Kale. In his in the second episode of the Tournament Power, she blew up the whole freaking tournament arena because of that whole misunderstanding there. Yeah, she learned to control her powers further in the series, but that doesn't change the fact that she was working with Caulifla the whole time.
She was a ticking time bomb.
So yeah, no, honestly, you'd have to be with Caulifla to make this work because for me, it's a run to the hills because if you are not if you aren't talking with Caulifla, if you are not giving her attention or like going against her other friends, that she will go ballistic and there's nothing you can do to stop it. I love Kale in terms of her personality, but the problem is that ticking time bomb of her, and she is a very fragile ego, and that coincided with her being the legendary Super Saiyan is a recipe for disaster.
Female version of the legendary Super Saiyan, which isn't really saying much.
All right, so Alex, your thoughts on Kale?
And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
No, I won't do that.
So I'd rather not die. For as much as I like the
Same.
idea of this muscular or innocent girl, getting it on with me. I also don't want to literally commit death by snoo. So,
literal death.
Literal
death. Yeah,
literal death.
Yeah, Wonder Woman would be gentle enough if you'd be bruised. You'd be bruised, but you're still going to be alive afterwards,
Sure, I'd be more than willing to commit to dying between Rangiku's massive cleavage, but yeah, no, with Caulifla, no. With Kale,
yeah, at least
no.
with Rangiku, she's a massive flirt.
although
Kale is Yeah.
Although I do have to say I am going to be eating quite a bit of kale later on tonight, so that's don't take that out of context.
Just to spite the character.
Oh,
No,
fuck
because
you with
it's
your
genuinely
heroic
delicious.
brutality. What is that shit?
So
celery guy.
So where would you put where would so you put her in like I'd rather not die, which is
Yeah,
fair
I'd
enough
rather not
because
die.
All right, Subby, kale, not the vegetable, the character.
She's a really shitty repeat of fucking Brawly, and I
Oh,
don't
yes,
like
yes.
that. And also, I really don't like the fact that like she only cares about one person. That makes her like a very uninteresting character or anything appealing. Just making
That's like
her
Broly.
Brawly, make her Brawly with tits is probably the most dumbest thing Super has ever done. Up to the point of they're making like a female Goku. She has nothing to be to desire in a like companionship kind of way, nor as a character. So she just is just shit, and I don't like her. So I put her all the way down to the bottom.
Damn,
Yeah, rather not die. Okay, damn, Kale's getting some shit hold on her. Kevin.
Yep. I'm in the same boat as Alex, so you don't need to ask me. Hence why
Alright.
I sang Meatloaf with him.
I'd rather not die. RGS.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask this one thing, and this one thing will actually kind of influence shit. If you were the object of their desires, could they hold a decent enough conversation that isn't just,
Yeah,
oh yes,
exactly.
I agree.
No.
No.
The problem is like
She's
Kale's character.
Yandere, essentially.
Kale's character is intricately designed around cauliflower. If she didn't exist, she would not be Kale. She'd be someone entirely different.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue. If it's intrinsically linked to Caulifla, who's a nothing character, by the way, all the fucking interesting shit, quote unquote, would go to Kale. And that's kind of the issue with the duo, is that Kale is doing the heavy lifting, and she's not really all that good either, but she's doing stuff, whereas Caulifla's just, oh yeah, I'm sitting pretty, I don't care, people like me anyway. It's like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me, Toriyama? You think I'm gonna like it? Yeah, I'm gonna like it for a bit, but I'm gonna think, oh yeah, they're kind of shit as characters. I kind of wish you did something like more. But
Just
you don't
repeat,
even
just repeat the same character, but make it even worse.
basically, like you don't even need to
I
see them
can't
as
wait
female
until we
characters.
get a female version of Cell that's even a worse character. Can't
Oh
wait.
no, I'm not
I mean,
prepared for that.
technically that was Android 21, depending on some people.
She is not female Cell. Don't even get me started on that.
She has
Don't even
Cell
go there.
DNA. Her evil form has cell fucking like scales.
He's more like a
Jesus.
Ruther Margin.
She does not have cell scales
she's
at all.
female
She's not.
Boo.
In her evil form, she has like cell scales.
Yeah,
Yes.
because but then again, a
But
lot
she's
of
more like a
Dragon Ball
Boo
characters
than
have
a
skills
Cell.
like that. Honestly,
She's more like Boo than Cell.
Well, yeah, she's more like Boo than Cell, but she is basically female Cell. I eat you and I get
I
your
regret
powers.
mentioning
Also,
female Cell after what you posted, Jared.
I can't believe we're talking about Android 21 more than we're talking about Kale. To show that goes to show how much more of a memorable character she is than Kale is. I should mention, by the way.
Yeah, that's because 21 actually had something.
What?
That's because 21 at least
Jarrett,
has something more than just,
Jarrett, the
oh,
fuck
yeah.
is this?
What in the fuck? Someone actually made female Cell?
Yes, they
course
did.
they
Yeah,
did.
people made female Cell.
Of course they did.
And
Of
16
course they did.
and 16 is going into full step on me, mommy.
Yes. Step on my head.
Now, the next thing I need you to
Okay.
do is sit on
My
my
parameters are no longer kill
face.
Son Goku. It is Cell for to step on my face. Step on
So
my
your thoughts?
face.
Where would you put her, like Kale then RGS then in that case?
Honestly, I just agree with fucking Subby. Subby fucking had the right fucking idea. Yeah, I'm putting her there.
Round not
And
die.
that's why
Okay.
RGS is my homie. He's my right hand guy.
I feel like I've
Exactly.
highballed Kale right now compared to everybody else. But anyways,
Jarrett.
like Jared, yes.
So kale is can be used in many dishes. You know, can be chopped up.
God
Some-
damn it! We're not talking about the vegetable. We're talking about the character.
Smartass.
Yeah, but the vegetable is better than the character.
I know.
That is true.
there's a character.
Don't forget to eat your kills, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Yes, there's a character called
And don't eat
Kale in
out this
Dragon Ball.
mid-ass fucking character. She's not even mid, actually. That implies that she has some decent qualities. She's like low tier.
She's
Low
female
tier
Broly.
goddess.
I mean,
considering Broly
she's
had no
cuter
character.
than cauliflower. So
Both of them look like freaks.
So Subby, are you implying that Kale is a low tier goddess?
You should
Yes.
Frieza yourself now.
Well, that
you know what?
that
I
implies
will be,
that she
I
has
will
any
be the
kind of
one
god
to-
status.
I
You know
will
what
be
I
the
s-
one
you know what I-
to do
you,
that.
you know what you know what I say? Get that ass band. Low tier goddess, get that ass band.
I will be
Water
the
crushes
where the fuck is it? Okay, I will be the one to low tier god myself and
No, no,
Damn.
no, no! You
That's
can't
gonna
be
skew the
serious.
results.
No, Cap.
Nah, he's
You
allowed
can't-
to
you-
okay,
You can't be
okay,
serious.
fine,
Let him cook.
fine.
Let him finish.
All right,
Let
the
him
Explain
things
cook,
I
yourself.
do,
okay?
the
Let's
things
let him
I
cook.
do, the things I do
Explain.
for memes. Okay. So meme wise, yes, I would do the low tier god. Seriously, fuck it, bottom.
Oh damn!
Just
Rather
anywhere.
not die.
I don't care.
There's only two. There's only another character, and I'd rather not die. Okay, Sonic. Thoughts
You know what?
on?
Fuck it. I wouldn't
Kale.
say no.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay. I'll go ahead and say no. Okay.
I
Okay,
get
okay,
it.
Right. All right. Okay.
Sonic, you're
Sonic.
next.
He's better than the other one. That's all I'll say.
So she was like
Yeah.
a bit higher up there. So where would you? So like what? Like you put like Kale like
Anything
in
better than the other one.
God,
I feel like Silverman.
So like the friend zone and above. So you're saying that Kale's in the friend zone?
No, same round, just above her.
Oh, so run to the hills. Okay. All right. Okay. That's
I
fair
will
enough.
say this though, she did pull the one into the Super Saiyan thing, but yeah, no, you guys are mostly on point.
Okay,
All right.
Tarvok,
Tarvok.
you're up.
Wish I could rate her higher, but also she's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, oh,
I'd
yeah.
rather not die, thanks.
Okay.
That's a fair point. Okay, last but not least, we
Okay,
got
Gimzo.
Gizmo.
Oh shit! What the fuck is
Oh damn! I have to watch
this?
Dragon Ball Super now.
Okay, there you go. Death by no, I have fucking Cap. I'd rather not goddamn die. You know, at least with Chi-Chi, you can at least argue that she can calm herself down and you could learn how to deal with her anger or some shit. But no. This is beyond Hulk level rage, man.
This fucking anime titty.
I did, and fucking she's got doesn't matter how much titty she got, she's still fucking beyond Hulk levels of anger. At least Chi-Chi, like I said, at least Chi-Chi's got some way to calm herself down.
And Chi-Chi's got the added
At
bonus
least she
of
could
being
calm her
immortal.
down by taking her somewhere, hanging out with her. Fucking Kale, fucking, you say hello the wrong way, she's about to fucking tear your earlobe off and use it as a
Yeah.
fucking fishhook bait.
All right.
Holy
Okay.
shit, this woman.
I'll die some euphemisms in this. Okay. So, given of everyone's suggestions of Kale, we have.
Why?
Garrett, what the
Why
fuck
is
is
that
this?
a
Garbage.
spell?
What is that garbage?
I approve. Anyways,
She's hauling that cake around.
we have one I wouldn't say no, but 2 in Run to the Hills and 6 in I'd rather not die. So, considering
rather
that
not die.
we have a character in Danganronpa at the bottom, I'm thinking mid to Run to the Hills to
No.
top of I'd rather not die. Where are you thinking?
Top of I'd rather not die.
Yeah.
I'd rather not die. I mean, geez, like this is why I think they work as a team, as twins.
Yeah,
They
that's why
work
the
off,
fusion's
they
kind of
work
the
off
only
each
good thing
other
about
well
them.
enough so that you don't have to worry about either
Okay,
of them.
so
killing you.
we apologize for the amount of bickering we have done.
Oh, it's
but
Dragon Balls. It's
Next
Dragon Balls.
time, we will be getting to another classic Dragon Ball waifu.
Oh, I
from
love Launch.
original Dragon Ball, aka Launch /
I've got
Lunch.
balls of steel.
Yeah. I was hoping we'd be able to get through all of Dragon Ball today.
I love so
but-
too, but we apparently we had like a little thoughts here.
Everybody decided to
Samus
show
lied to
up,
me.
and
You said you would get the
everybody had
face.
thoughts.
Lied to me.
So
Be gone! Ah!
So,
everybody had
when are
thoughts
you
about the
going to
thoughts.
continue
So
this?
It
Join us
depends.
tomorrow. At least in terms
Tomorrow.
of this recording date.
What?
Date for Beauty and the Beast.
Maurice was
Where
in
was
here
I-
last night
Gaston!
raving.
Boo.
Whoa,
Where was I
slow
going with
down,
yourself
Maurice.
together.
Where was I going?
If you want to watch me hear me sing Gaston tomorrow night, you have your chance tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow afternoon.
No one can
When
pass
are we
age like
gonna-
Gaston.
I'm
when
not
are-
gonna sing it right now because I'm gonna
Guys?
clickbait this entire stream like Gaston.
Nobody
Anyways,
can eat an
next
entire
week,
tub of Haagen-Dazs like Gaston.
guys, join us for a different tier list. Yes, we are going to be rating Christmas songs.
Oh, that sounds fun, actually. That sounds really fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
Gizmo and I have
baby.
been working on a Christmas
Yeah,
song tier list,
Baby.
and we are going to attempt to get through the entire tier list in one video.
Mariah
So-
Carey F.
Yep,
Overplayed.
I
Oh
put it
yeah,
as
we've got
we
that.
agreed
We've
that-
got all. Here's the premise. We've got the classics. We've got some famous covers and
we
alternate
got classics,
versions
we got
made.
modern, we got
Made for movies.
we got movie
Musical
soundtracks.
stuff. Yeah.
We even have snow levels from video games.
Yes, we have a few
Oh
of
my
God.
those.
Oh, I swear, if Diamond Dust Zone from Sonic, like the CD 3D Blast Saturn version, is not here, I will call riot.
And
That's a
Do
Christmas
you
song.
have In a
and-
Snowbound Land from Donkey Kong Country too?
Possibly.
Oh, we're gonna
So
add as many
here's-
as we can.
Here's what we're going to
Well,
All right,
do.
I'll send it to Gizmo.
Here's
I'll
what we're
send it
going to
Gizmo
do.
after this.
We are going. So Gizmo, I'm going to have you share the music with the panel. But what we're going to do, I'm going to have the audio muted. That way we don't get any copyright strikes on the stream. And we'll listen to like some quick samples just to refresh everybody's memory. We won't listen to the whole song because if we do, we're gonna be here for fucking ever. But it'll have large sections of dead zones, dead air. But yeah, so that'll help us keep the stream copyright free, or copyright strike free, as it were. So that we don't wind up with videos turning out like the Jungle Book ones did, where I have to chop shit out and argue with Disney about who owns what and what level of pixelation is acceptable before they allow me to upload the fucking video. Anyways,
Also, another thing we have to bring up: we're trying not to add too many alternatives and covers. Otherwise,
yeah,
we'd be here
because
all day.
there are a million versions of every classic Christmas song. It's we would literally be there forever if we rated every version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, every version of Rudolph, every version of this, that, and the other thing.
Every
Frosty
version of
the
Feliz
Snowman.
Navidad.
Yeah.
There's only so many times we're gonna hear how having a
The
shiny
red version of
freaking
Frosty
nose.
the
Oh,
Snowman, you get it.
my bad. That's Rudolph. Sorry.
I can tell you right now, the best version of Feliz Navidad is from Bowling for Soup.
Yes, I have to agree.
Feliz Navidad.
Although,
Feliz Navidad. Or Español año es felicidad.
although we will probably only have like 3 versions of Last Christmas by George
Right.
Michael on there, because that song has enough alternate versions. They play all of them every single day while I'm at work, and it drives me fucking insane. But until then, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, hang on. Does anybody want to show their stuff before we leave?
Okay, I'll go first. I'm Gizmo Hibiki. My channel is literally the same name, and I am next time you see me streaming, I'm about to stream the Samurai Shodown Anthology on Wii.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Oh,
Seamus.
yeah.
Anyone else?
Seamus.
Famous.
He's True
I know
Story
Seamus is
Seamus on
fucking
Twitter.
dead.
He's most well known for this right now. Jarrett.
Look, Shiro, look at these
Um,
fat neck tits in this turtleneck sweater. I see. Explain further.
Well, anyways, Jarrett.
hold on. Yeah. So I can be found on twitch.tv/Jarrett1991. I play a variety of different games, mostly retro and meme lord and waifus galore. I can also be found on Twitter at Jarrett19, not Jarrett91, not without the 19, just Jarrett91.
All right, Sonic.
I got nothing really much to show. If I ever do show something, so I got nothing.
All right, you guys know who me and Kevin are. Not Gizmo, you already went. RGS.
I'm Cameo Man. I'm just known for this, but God forbid I ever think of something. I'll probably do art related. So pester me
Okay.
on Discord if you like art.
Cool. Bisexual Deer Man. What's your name?
Bisexual deer man.
He
What's
means
my name?
Tarvok.
Tarvok. What else was the question?
Anything you want to show? Writing, video editing, art.
OnlyFans.
I'm currently not really present with anything creative online, so no.
That's fine.
Maybe
Okay.
next time.
Wizzy.
I'll go.
Join the club.
Shout out to Sheep Crossing, Josie Gang. That's the only thing I'm gonna shill.
All right,
can we
well,
find them
we'll
on
see you guys
YouTube?
later. Bye. Join us
Bye-bye.
tomorrow
Bye.
for
Rules,
Beauty and the
Gem
Beast.
Crush.
Bye.
For some reason, I was
I'm
almost gonna
roughly
say.
the size of a barge.
I actually
yeah.
got to
No,
make a
no.
reference to that song today.